Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Sankara FM Yendi, Castle FM Cape Coast, Laura FM Laura, and Radio Max Takoradi. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Eastern Regional Minister to seek advice from the Attorney General's office and other experts on how to deal with the construction of structures on the Peduasi Mountain.
We would take advice from the experts, the Engineering Coordinating Committee, as well as the Attorney General's office on steps that will not encumber the Assembly as well as the Coordinating Council.
Details as he orders the owners to stop rocks from falling onto the road to avert a looming disaster. Also, Parliament to intervene in the non-payment of over 200 million cedis owed food supplies.
This definitely requires an invitation to the Minister for Education and the National Buffer Stock Food Company CEO to come to Parliament to explain to us exactly what is going on.
And business.
Ghana Financial Stability Fund expected to be operationalized by September this year as government moves to fast-track support for financial institutions headed by Debt Exchange Program. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And later in the bulletin, who broke the heart of the Kumewu MP?
I get into a relationship and this lady leaves you and, you get... Yeah.
You were a Christian boy?
Yeah.
So you were a virgin?
Yes.
And the girl says, no, she doesn't want virgin?
No.
We have details of that. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Eastern Regional Minister Seth Kwame Acheampong says his outfit will seek advice from the Attorney General's office and other experts on how to deal with the construction of structures on the Peduasi Mountain. The minister on Wednesday afternoon ordered owners of a property there to take immediate measures to stop rocks from falling off onto the road. Motorists who use the Peduasi to the Eyi-Mensa stretch of the Accra-Ebri Road have been describing its current state as a death trap.
We know that most of these decisions are going to be enforced soon. Legally, we would work with the Attorney General's office to grant us advice on the way forward and some of the actions we have to take to bring some sanity to the place. We would take advice from the experts, the Engineering Coordinating Committee, as well as the Attorney General's office on steps that will not encumber the Assembly as well as the Coordinating Council in the steps we take in bringing sanity to the place.
You heard Eastern Regional Minister Seth Kwame Acheampong. The West African Gas Pipeline Company, WAPCO, has rescinded its decision to suspend the transportation of natural gas to the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, over a $13 million debt. WAPCO, in a memo to GNPC dated June 27, communicated the decision to suspend its services from July 1 after a series of negotiations between the two entities over debt arrears. But there's a fresh development in that. My colleague Samuel Imbura joins me with more. Samuel, what is the latest?
Mamesi, what we have picked from our checks is that government successfully negotiated the matter after WAPCO wrote that letter to the GNPC on June 27. What it means is that WAPCO was not able to carry out the planned suspension. So as we speak, GNPC is receiving gas from WAPCO as they used to. Besides, the $1.246 million the GNPC paid out of the $30 million debt last week. There are further discussions currently ongoing between WAPCO, GNPC, and the government to permanently resolve this debt matter going forward.
So we know that there's another negotiation that is supposed to happen today. Tell us about it.
Well, the Finance Minister and the Attorney General have started engagements with the independent power producers to address the $2 billion energy sector debt. The IPPS alone hold over $1.7 billion of the debt.
Thank you, Imbura. Now, Deputy Ranking Member on the Education Committee of Parliament, Clement Apak, says the Minister of Education and the Chief Executive Officer of the Buffer Stock Company would be called before Parliament to answer questions on debt owed National Food Suppliers Association. Members of the association have pitched camp at the premises of the Buffer Stock Company, demanding payment of 270 million cedis for food supplied to senior high schools across the country from 2021 to 2023. The members who have spent 2 nights there say they will not leave until they are paid.
We are now getting different dimensions to an issue that we thought was much more straightforward. Yes, my own take is that this definitely requires an invitation to the Minister for Education and the National Buffer Stock Food Company CEO to come to Parliament to explain to us exactly what is going on. But what I can say is this: the information I am getting across the country indicates that if action is not taken, like it or not, we would experience challenges in as far as supply of food to the secondary schools are concerned. So the president ought to step in and make sure that these matters are resolved as soon as possible.
You heard Deputy Ranking Member on the Education Committee of Parliament, Clement Apak. Now, some residents of Tema Community 22 are upset about the deteriorating state of their roads. No maintenance of roads has caused potholes to deepen into manholes. The asphalt has completely washed off, exposing the bare brown earth. In today's edition of Ghana's Pothole Exhibition, residents are calling on the government to pay more attention to them now and not wait for later. Jojo Kobina and Kingsley Otu have more in the following report.
Yes, sir. Driving through Tema Community 22 requires great skill and resilience. It is as though staying in your lane is prohibited in this community. Drivers would have to constantly veer off their lanes to minimize the impact of slumping into potholes and sometimes get used to slumping and bumping into what looks like craters. The rains have worsened the quality of the road. Motorists barely drive 30 meters on asphalt road and they are back to what they dread. But it hasn't always been like this. The community once enjoyed good roads. But when the road started deteriorating, authorities just looked on. Drivers get angry when their vehicles constantly squeal after jouncing into potholes.
We say we have MPs. What are they doing? Nothing. They don't do anything, I'm telling you. They don't do anything at all. Just imagine if you have a car on this road, how will you feel? If I go to shop, I buy shocks about 1,000 to 1,300. But it's like within a month, you have to go to the shop. Within a month, you have to go to the shop, which is very bad.
And there was a report by Jojo Kobina and Kingsley Otu. Sponsors of the Promotion of Proper Sexual Human Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill have issued a stern warning to schools and media firms to refrain from the promotion of LGBTQ-related activities. The group of MPs says some international schools operating in the country have begun the promotion of such acts in their operations, contrary to the dictates of the law. Speaking to journalists in Parliament after the conclusion of a debate on the bill, advocates Samuel Nate George and Reverend John in Team Fojo say sanctions would be meted out to any institution that promotes such acts.
There are schools in Ghana that are beginning to introduce elements of LGBTQ and CSE in their operations already. They may claim to be foreign schools, but no school can operate in Ghana outside of the remit of the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service. And so those schools should take notice that the ministry will be duly apprised of their activities and sanctions would apply accordingly.
We're also not going to take it kindly on any media that will give their media houses for advocacy, propagation or propaganda and promotion of LGBT and its related activities. It is abhorred, it is frowned upon. We want the entire media to join with us.
You heard advocates of the bill Samuel Nate George and Reverend John in Team Fojo. Meanwhile, Chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, Kwame Enyumedu Entry, says the bill will not be hindered by legal suits. Member of Parliament for Kumail constituency Ernest Yawinim says his heart got broken in the university when his girlfriend left him because he was a virgin. He explained that he was a staunch Christian while in school and he had never been sexually active. This happened while he pursued his bachelor's degree at the University of Cape Coast. He spoke on Prime Morning.
You've had a broken heart before?
I'm a
Who
man.
broke your heart?
I'm an emotional man, so sometimes, So this was when I was in the university.
Okay.
Yes. I was a cool, queer boy,
Yeah.
and I get into a relationship, and this lady leaves you, and you get so
Oh, no,
much hurt.
wait.
Yeah.
You were a Christian boy,
Yeah.
so you were a virgin.
Yes.
And the girl says, no, she doesn't want virgin.
No. She doesn't want it.
Oh no, when she left you.
She left me like that, and I cried. Yes.
Yeah, Member of Parliament for Kumewu constituency, Ernest Iyao Enim on Prime Morning on Joy Prime. And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Eastern Regional Minister to seek advice from the Attorney General's office and other experts on how to deal with construction on the Peduasi Mountain, causing patches of rocks to fall onto the road. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
See that? And it's Rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo! Papa! Bobo, so how's your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panza. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Life's battles during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepare for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund scheme. Start your journey to envisage quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool, but don't worry. With a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the Controller and Accountant General payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Don't you worry. Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Joy Change Speakers Series 5. Imagine democracy without the media. The media is mandated to hold government accountable to the people. It's the most influential vehicle for development. But how is the Ghanaian media discharging this responsibility? What must change? The Joy Change Speakers Series 5 for the second quarter of 2023 has assembled just the right speakers for the topic Media and National Development. Premise, Promise, and Practice. This is on the back of the State of the Ghanaian Media Report of 2023. It's this Saturday, July 8, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Speakers, Dr. Abena Animwa Yeboah Benin, Head of Department of Communication Studies, University of Ghana. Esther Ama, CEO, the Ama Institute of Emotional Justice. Professor Amin Al-Hassan, Director General, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Afel Moni, former President, Ghana Journalists Association. Suleimana Brahma, Executive Director, Media Foundation for West Africa. Cecil Sunkwameos, President, Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association, GIBA. Hosts, Samson Ladi Anyanini and Dr. Theodora Dame Ajintete of the Department of Communication Studies, University of Ghana.
Joy Change Speaker Series. Impactful influence for a better Ghana.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Coming up is the Joy Business Report brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Akbafu.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. As you can see, I'm doing very well.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
God is taking care of his children, so
definitely he is.
You don't have a problem. How about you? How are things going?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Dumso this morning, but
Dumso in your house?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
So it means you slept in paradise. Oh,
yeah, but I'm sure it's one of those things. Not all we fear.
No problem. You know, one of these. I thought that the IPPs had agreed.
So I'm just being optimistic about the whole situation. That this is not some timetable. Be that
no. There's no timetable. It is well. Anyway, Darryl. So you know that the African youth population is 70%.
Mm-hmm.
That comes with its own challenges and opportunities.
Yeah.
Opportunities because you have a huge labor force. So the question is, what do this labor force? What does it need? What must you provide for them? And that's where the challenges arise, because it means that you have to create jobs for them.
Yeah.
While there are opportunities for you, there's a huge labor market for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a challenge for you because you then would have to create the enabling environment and opportunities for this population. Now, the good thing about having a youthful population is that I've talked about human resource, but now some 15 years ago, I was at a conference that's Wales in the EU, and the then First Minister of Wales, Rhodri Morgan, made a point. He said that in 50 years' time, Europe was going to be the world's old people's place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said in 50 years, China was going to be the world's factory. India was going to be the world's office. Australia was going to be the world's quarry. America will be the world's armory. And Africa, sadly, will be the world's graveyard.
That doesn't sound nice.
It doesn't sound nice. But we have an opportunity to turn this around. How do we turn it around? Is our conversation for today.
And there I mean, very good opportunities in Africa. Countries are beginning to industrialize, and so there are opportunities for jobs over there. Also, increasing digital and mobile access. You know what that is doing to our continent in terms of mobile penetration, mobile data traffic across the continent has been increasing over time, and the opportunities there as well. So, I mean, there's plenty to do in this continent. There's so much you can do. So, question like you'd always ask: how do you get those opportunities? How do you work your way towards achieving those goals? If you are an aspiring entrepreneur, if you're looking to do something that will bring money to your pockets.
So this morning we are joined by the CEO of Junior Achievers Africa. I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, I mean those days when we were in school.
Yeah, Junior Achievers. Yes.
Everybody wanted to be a junior achiever.
Well, so the CEO of Junior Achievers Africa will be in studio with us here on the Super Morning Show. We'll have a great conversation about youth empowerment in the African region. You don't want to miss any bit of it. Stay with us right here on the Super Morning Show. But now time for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Ghana Financial Stability Fund expected to be operational by September this year as government moves to fast-track support for financial institutions hit by debt exchange program. Meanwhile, Association of Rural Banks appeals to Bank of Ghana to help their members recover locked-up funds 7 years after the financial sector cleanup. And tax experts urge government to ensure the operationalization of the Tax Appeals Board months after its establishment. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Carl. First up, the Ghana Financial Stability Fund is now expected to be operational by September this year. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons working on the fund. Here's George Rafi with more.
Government is now targeting September this year after it was able to complete work on the required documents that would guide the workings of the fund. The Ministry of Finance was initially looking at the fund taking off this month. However, challenges in securing the required financial support from the country's donors impacted on this date. Joy Business is learning that by September this year, it expects $200 million from the World Bank that should come in to capitalize the fund, as well as additional support from the African Development Bank. The Ministry of Finance has already indicated that government will commit $750 million to the 15 billion Ghana cedis fund. The Financial Stability Fund, according to government, is expected to support banks and financial institutions that were hit badly by the domestic debt exchange program. Commercial banks in the country should by September this year submit their recapitalization plans to the Bank of Ghana. Sources say this will help government to identify banks and other institutions that will need the necessary support from this fund. The Financial Stability Fund should be managed by the Bank of Ghana.
George Rafi with that report. The Association of Rural Banks says its members are still waiting for the Bank of Ghana to redeem its promise to help recover locked-up funds after the financial sector cleanup undertaken by the regulator. The association says the situation, coupled with the recent domestic debt exchange program, is posing a challenge to the operations. Speaking to Joy Business, Executive Director Comfort also appealed to the Bank of Ghana to expedite work in order to recover the locked-up funds of customers in time.
We still have some of our lock-up funds not being paid. And the DDEP also has come with its own challenges. So that one is actually affecting the rural banks. We've done some, our banks, ARBFS Bank has done some submission to the Ministry of Finance for consideration so that we can get some funds to cushion the RCBs. So we are looking forward to get a positive response from the government.
Executive Director of the Association of Rural Banks, Comfort Owusu. Now, economist and founding member of Bayport Savings and Loans, Kwame Pianim, has described calls by the Bank of Ghana for financial institutions to work on reducing cost of interest rates as timely. According to him, high cost of borrowing has been a challenge for businesses. Mr. Pianim was speaking at the 20th anniversary launch of Bayport Savings and Loans in Accra.
I know Nana Osenjes, he doesn't give praises for nothing. He was full of praise, and I think he won't take good care of your non-performing loans, lower your interest. In Ghana, one of the things facing is high interest rate, and it's time we work to bring the interest rates down, and that was timely advice.
That was economist Kwame Pianim. Now, the managing director of Societe Generale PLC, Hakim Wizani, has said that the bank is well capitalized and positioned to meet the Bank of Ghana's planned recapitalization move. The central bank has directed banks to present their plan for examination. Speaking to the media at the Ghana Stock Exchange Facts Behind the Figures program, Mr. Wizani said the bank will be able to meet all requirements of the Bank of Ghana.
There is a need to recapitalize if you don't, as a bank, fulfill
the conditions and the regulatory requirements and your ratios. At this stage today, for SG Ghana, you have seen that our ratios are globally good. The capital adequacy ratio, we finished 2022 at around 60%. We are above the requirements, so we are comfortable. We work towards maintaining this level of comfort, and whatever I would say that we always have to comply with the regulation, and if there is tomorrow a need to recapitalize, we will do it. But at this stage, there is no any indicator in the SG Ghana financials which says that there is a need for recapitalization.
You had Managing Director of Societe Generale Hakim Wizani. Some tax experts are urging government to ensure the operationalization of the Tax Appeals Board to arbitrate tax issues. Many organizations, including foreign entities, hailed the establishment of the board, but months after its formation, the board is yet to start work. Gordon Dade is one of the tax experts at accounting and auditing firm KPMG and has been speaking at the Ghanaian German Economic Association's Meet the Government Series 2023 program.
Government some time ago, passed a law to say the way we go about tax, tax objection process in this country, we need to look at it to adopt current practices that that are internationally accepted, and that is why government has introduced what we call the Tax Appeals Board. After the introduction of the law, we have not seen the board in operation. So government, announced the board members, and the good thing is that most of the members have been carefully selected to ensure that they are coming from people with good experience, good backgrounds. People who have practiced that for some time, and then also people from the private sector who can actually provide clarity on issues when they get to them. And the other thing is that since they were introduced, we have not yet seen them in operation. We expect that by this time they are already operating, people can take their issues to them. But we are still discussing some of these things with government, and we know that very soon this will be operationalized.
Gordon Dade is Senior Manager in charge of tax at KPMG. Former Finance Minister Seth Terkper has warned government to tread cautiously on excessive borrowing from the domestic market. According to him, this could overburden the market, making it illiquid. Mr. Terkper argued that the situation could crowd out the private sector and reduce funds available for the expansion of small businesses.
So, I am giving these examples to show, that if we devastate our domestic bond market, we will be in a similar situation, and that the answer lies in proper debt management, proper macroeconomic management, and making provisions. The way we have handled the fiscal in particular has affected our domestic market. And when you talk about an African market, it includes its domestic market.
Former Finance Minister Seth Terkper there. The coalition of individual bondholders has said that its members will picket the Finance Ministry on Tuesday, the 11th of July, to demand payment of outstanding principals and coupons. The coalition added that it would also seek the immediate implementation of the agreement reached and captured in an MOU dated 16th May 2023 and signed between the coalition and the Ministry of Finance on behalf of government on all payment of bonds due. In other news, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta says Ghana needs about $12.5 billion to build a climate-resilient economy. According to him, the cost of climate change to Ghana cannot be understated. Mr. Ofori-Atta gave a breakdown indicating that $4.21 billion will be needed to implement the initiative at the national level, whilst $8.29 billion must be sourced from the international market. He spoke at the Global Shield Initiative and the Global Risk Modeling Alliance workshop.
Africa has the last 2 decades lost over 200 billion due to climate change, and in Ghana alone, we require some 4.2 billion at the national level and 8.29 billion from international sources to meet the cost of implementing adaptation actions according to NDCs. In order to build a climate-resilient economy and transition to a low-carbon development pathway, it is imperative that we make informed decisions based on reliable data at both the national and subnational levels in order to minimize the impact of climate change and enable development positive climate action.
You heard the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta turning out to Investor Eye, and today we'll shed light on some of the investment scams used on unsuspecting investors. Emmanuel Mensah-Appiah is Director in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Then there's the reciprocity tactic. With that one, they'll give you something.
as a bait to invest, either something physical, or they may even say that, okay, if you invest, we'll give you a discount payment and so on and so forth. It will surprise you that sometimes they even give things that you can get anywhere, maybe a certain soap or something, as a way of enticing you to invest with them. And then they also have what they call the scarcity tactic.
Okay.
So they will say, invest now, because they know that if time passes after listening to them, you may cool down and think properly. So they will give you some kind of agency to invest.
That was Emmanuel Mensah-Appiah. He is Director in charge of Risk Management at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Do make a day next week for another episode of Investor Eye. Before we wrap up, look at the markets for you. The commodity market, to begin with, crude oil went up to $76 a barrel. Gold gained almost $4 to open trading at $1,919 an ounce. Cocoa lost $30 selling this morning at $3,369 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 70 pesos in the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 90 pesos, and the euro selling this morning at 12 cedis 58 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Winstonia, the ancestor.
Hey, where did you learn that one from?
The ancestor.
Oh, the Daryl Kwao, big man. Charlie, do have a lovely day.
Oh, you too.
Today's Thursday, right? So it means that tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, well, I'm not looking forward to the weekend. But
why? You're working?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be serving Ghana. You're doing this for God and country.
For God and country, right?
You're doing well. Anyway, thank you very much, Daryl Kwao. Now, let's get into our inspirational song for today. And it's brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. And today's inspirational song is by Ken
thank God. Let's get into our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible, drive with your lights on at night, and that's how to drive safe. So get ready for an electrifying adventure with Toyota Ghana. Toyota Ghana has unleashed exhilarating offers for a limited time only. Come and experience very attractive prices for the following vehicles: Starlet, RAV4 Adventure, Fortuner Diesel, and Land Cruiser 300 series. Included in these amazing offers that you are assured of a 1-year free service package for any of these vehicles that you buy. Time is ticking, and this opportunity won't last forever. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrady, Takwa, or call 0302 910 204 for further information. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota Superior Quality. Let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say.
So in today's Say It Right, I want to correct a common mistake we make. Now, there are some of us who actually say, I want to request for information, or I am requesting for something. Now, request itself means an act of asking politely or formally for something. That's the meaning of request. So once you use request as a verb, there's no need to add for. So I want to request a document. You don't say I want to request for a document. However, if used as a noun, you say the request for the document. Let's break it down. When you use request as a verb, you request something. So you request a document or you request something. But when used as a noun, you request for. So bear it in mind, if you're using request as a verb, there's no need to add for. But if you're using it as a noun, then you can do so. So now that you know how to say it right, go ahead and say it right. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. And they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. So we know that times are hard, Elting, and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash. Sika. So whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees, your home improvement, or your building project, Societe Generale Ghana has got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yatisu Loans promo. SG Ghana is offering discounted interest rates on its loans, so both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana Bank is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 network outlets or call 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you. Let's get into the newspaper review now. It's brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough.
All right, so you're welcome to the news review here on Joy 99.7 FM. Let's start with the Daily Guide. Very interesting stories on the front page. Sir David Ajayi bows out after sexual allegations.
I've been reading that story.
Yeah. So let me quickly run to page 6 of the guide. And all right, so page 6. Okay, so here's the story. Ghanaian British architect David Ajayi, noted for his exceptional designs, including the National Cathedral of Ghana, the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C., has taken a step back from his official duties following sexual harassment allegations. The decorated architect, in a statement, stepped back from a number of roles after the Financial Times reported 3 former female employees had accused him of sexual harassment and misconduct. Mr. Ajayi resigned as an architectural advisor to the Mayor of London, and his work on a British Holocaust memorial was suspended after a report that 3 women who were not named had accused him and his firm of different forms of exploitation, from alleged sexual assaults and sexual harassment by him to a toxic work culture that have gone unchecked for years. In a statement released by Kendall Advisory, a communication and crisis management firm, Mr. Ajayi denied the allegation, saying, "I absolutely reject any claim of sexual misconduct, abuse, or criminal wrongdoing. These allegations are untrue, distressing for me and my family, and run counter to everything I stand for." Mr. Ajayi added that he was ashamed to say that I entered into a relationship which, though entirely consensual, blurred the boundaries between my professional and personal lives. I'm deeply sorry. That's how it's to restore trust and accountability. I will immediately seeking professional help in order to learn from these mistakes to ensure that they never happen. So there's an admission of consensual, sex. What he's rejecting is that he exploited these women or forced them into a relationship they were not ready for.
Yeah. So yes, I mean, I saw the story. He's denied that.
Right.
He's talked about the consent here. So let's see. When it comes to the Holocaust, they say he stepped back until the conclusion of investigations and everything. So let's see, how it goes. Once he's come out to deny, we put both sides of the story out there. We'll see how it goes.
So related to this story, also on the front page of the Daily Guide, is drama over anti-LGBTQ as MPs debate bill. So yesterday, the second reading of the bill was taken through Parliament. The second reading essentially is where the chairman of the committee read a report of the committee's work, and then to propose that Parliament adopt the report of the committee. So after the reading of the report, it was seconded, debated, and now adopted. So
the principles of the bill.
So officially, Parliament has accepted that the bill is worth considering on the floor.
Yes.
So the next stage will be for them to now go to the clauses. I don't know how many clauses are there in this bill, but
Elton, I mean, you've made a very important point, and it's important we throw more light on this.
Right.
So Parliament is debated the report of the committee.
Of course, we are nowhere near approval.
Which is the principles or the idea behind this bill.
Mm-hmm.
And all members support in principle
the
bill. So Parliament is now going to consider
the clauses.
The clauses.
Clause
by clause.
Yes, clause by clause. And at this very stage, the object may change.
Yeah.
The clauses is spelling out what exactly is contained in the bill. So they are now going to debate it. There may be proposed amendments. Some clauses may be rejected. There may be new ones added. But at the end of it all,
the bill will be passed.
The bill will be passed.
Yes.
And so, depending on how the consideration of the clauses go, it will fine tune, and then they will come to some conclusion.
Yeah, and yesterday I had the chairman,
right?
Kwame Enyimadu on Newsnight, and he made the point that look, he knows that the bill will be passed before this Parliament leaves. He cannot say whether we pass during this meeting. You've heard, the sponsors of the bill saying that once it's been approved and once it's been adopted, then I mean. A lot of these amendments are from the committee itself. So the chairman will be proposing, and there wouldn't be a lot of debate. So within 2 or 3 days, they could be able to do it. Well, that's also a possibility because once everybody agrees, the chairman, in whose name all these amendments by the committee will be, could just push it through, unless there's a controversial issue that could delay. But I don't see that happening anyway.
Of course, I don't see that happening too. And so during the debate, there was this back and forth reported extensively by almost all the reporters in Parliament, the drama that ensued on the floor between Esla Owusu Ekufu and then the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central. This is Murtala Mohammed.
Yes.
Right. So what is happening is that all these parliamentary reporters who reported on this matter could be cited for contempt of Parliament. Do you know why?
Because it was expunged?
Yeah, because the Speaker directed that that particular aspect should be expunged from the records. So it is deemed not to have happened on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've seen a lot of reporters report this particular matter almost across all the media houses, including our very own. And the danger is that if Parliament should take a serious view of this, all the reporters could be cited for contempt of Parliament.
Well, I'm not sure Parliament would want to cite.
Of course, I mean it's happened a lot of times.
But that's a good learning for some of the reporters in there. Once it's expunged, it's deemed not to have happened.
Yeah.
But of course, they also would look at the fact that for many persons, they picked it live, they watched it live, and so they expect to see it. But once it says it's been expunged, it did not happen.
So the point is that Parliament is the House of Records. So whatever happens on the floor, once it is picked by the microphone, it goes on the record. If the Speaker directs that this should be taken out, it is deemed not to have happened and will not be captured in the official parliamentary proceedings. Evangelist, prophetess, jailed 12 years for stealing 265,000 Ghana cedis. Evangelist and the prophetess.
Oh, wow! How did that happen?
Yeah, so it's on the front. It's on page 6 of the Daily Guide. I'm sure if you get it, let me see if I can just quickly touch on it briefly, and then we can go. An Adentan Circuit Court has sentenced an evangelist and a prophetess to a total jail term of 11 years for stealing 265,000 cedis from a retired lecturer's account. Samuel Kwesi Togbe, a 33-year-old evangelist, was sentenced to 6 years in prison, whilst Esther Christ, the name is Esther Christ. Esther Christ, 63-year-old prophetess, 63 years, was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment, charged with stealing. Togbe and Esther, self-ordained pastors of Cornerstone Ministry International, pleaded not guilty. The accused persons were said to have traveled from Bando to Accra to offer prayers for the bedridden lecturer and ended up stealing his money.
Anyway, let's get into other stories. Now, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. And I saw this on one of my pages.
Okay.
This morning. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is abominable. And that's the chronicle for this morning. You know, the chronicle loves to start with the scripture. Now, Speaker Bagbin orders, all against anti-gay bill rise. But 275 MPs stay glued to their seats.
So yesterday there were less than 60 members on the floor. Of course. You couldn't have been 275.
Yeah. But you know, that's actually the issue. Now, there are persons who may have one or two issues with the bill in its current form.
Yeah.
But this is the other issue. You cannot speak against it.
Yeah.
In Parliament, a lot of people in Parliament, majority of the MPs support them. In fact, all of them support the bill, but they have one or two issues with certain provisions.
And that is where they will have the opportunity to deal with when the clauses are debated.
Yeah. So, in principle, you know, the Speaker, and this is one for the cameras. The Speaker is asking, if you're against the bill, get up. They say they are not against the bill. They have issues with certain provisions of the bill.
Right.
And now, and these are two different things. Being against the bill and having issues with certain provisions. But that notwithstanding, I think all agree that we need to promote proper human values.
In fact, in the report of the chairman of the committee, he made reference to the rights of people as contained in the 1992 Constitution and what this bill is seeking to do. So his proposal that there should be an amendment for them to align with the provisions in the Constitution that guarantee the rights of people. Well, during consideration of the bill, I'm sure that it will come up, and then let's see how Parliament will.
The Attorney General, Godfrey Eboadami, when he proffered his advice, he talked about the fact that what the bill seeks to do is actually to capture things that are already things that we're against in our laws.
Yes.
Unnatural carnal knowledge. These are things that we're against in our laws, and so what the bill is actually doing is to say we cannot do these things. When it comes to the provisions that put a charge on the consolidated fund, the sponsors of the bill have admitted that when they get to, in the committee's report, when they get to the amendment stage, the consideration stage, they would look at that. So in effect, majority of all members of Parliament, actually, from what happened yesterday, they support it. Please vote for me, and I will win 2024 for NPP. And so that's according to Alan John Kwejo Tremanting. He's been campaigning in the Greater Accra region, and he's been telling NPP delegates to actually vote for him because he's the best man to break the 8 for the NPP. He's continuing his tour of the Greater Accra region. It's a 4-day campaign tour. Lepers grateful to Dr. Baumia for giving them Ghana card. So Dr. Baumia was at the Wager Leprosarium and to give Ghana card to Hugh Lepes is also here on the front page. And fire officer jailed for beating bailiff. Back page.
For 2 days.
Come again?
Jailed for 2 days.
Yes, 2 days. He's still going to jail. So in his record, you don't do things like that. PSG unveiled Luis Enrique as their new manager, and Man United make 34 million offer for Inter Milan's goalkeeper Onana.
Yeah,
I'm not convinced about Onana. To be very
well,
honest.
I like his ball distribution.
Yeah,
he's
good.
very active in the play.
You see, Elton, Alisson, your goalkeeper, Liverpool. His ball distribution is not as good as Onana.
Right.
But he's better than Onana when it comes to preventing goals. Okay. David De Gea may not be your best goalkeeper. He may have had a dip in form. But he could save you some very good things. Look, a lot of these statistics, I mean, I can actually, we can debate them. Expected goals and all of that. How do you even come by that? You think this is a big chance. How did you arrive at it being a big chance? We can debate a lot of things here and there, but if you use these statistics, and so yes, Onana is good with ball distribution, but Onana also makes mistakes. We've seen it in the African Cup.
Of course.
Look at Cameroon against Senegal. I mean, harmless cross into the net. Well, I mean, Man United, maybe the coach knows better than I do, so let's see how it goes.
The Business Finder says mining in Ghana needs clear vision for broader economic growth. That's according to a tax expert, Alexandra Redhead, tax and extractive lead, and she called on the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and made a point. Communities losing land to multinationals. Also in the Business Finder, some other Puma Energy Partner, University of Ghana to roll out graduate training programs. Ghana Tourism Development Project, World Bank laws, Dr. Awao. Now the thinking is that with the refurbished Dr. Nkrumah Memorial Park and the fact that tourism can bring us as much as $3.5 billion if well harnessed, there should be deliberate, plan to revive our tourist sites. I was just before coming to the show, I was watching Ghana Tourist Authority. They have this video on YouTube where some people went to visit the Christian Borg Castle, that's Osu Castle, and it surprised me the way the place has been left to deteriorate. And this video on YouTube takes us all the way to Rawlings's office, and it's left the way I'm sure he left it when he left office in 2000. The cabinet room and few other places. And this is seat of our former head of state, and we are proud to put it on YouTube to showcase what we have in Ghana. Yet the facilities there have been left to almost to waste, and that's what we are promoting globally.
No,
I think we should do something about it.
We certainly have to.
Yes. So Winston, that will be all for the finder for today. But I'll end with a very interesting story. You know this Kumawood actor, Oboisiki.
Yes, Oboisiki.
That old man. Now he claims that God has revealed to him. He had a conversation with God, and God has revealed that he would die in 2024.
Let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Goil Good Energy. So looking for a bank that understands you and puts your financial needs first, then look towards Zenith Bank. So whether you're young, old, an entrepreneur, student, salaried worker, corporate entity, SME, pensioner, parent, child, Ghanaian resident abroad, or a foreigner resident in Ghana, at Zenith Bank, everyone can bank with us. So what are you waiting for? Join the Zenith family today for an unrivaled banking experience. For inquiries, call us on 0302 680884 or 0307086370 or 05420001. Or send an email to info@zenithbank.com.gh. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just stop up anywhere? Please don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Goil Super XP 195 and Diesel SP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Goil Super XP 195 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel, and Goil Diesel SP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. With over 440 stations across the nations, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goil Good Energy, Goil Yedin. So let's get on to myjoyonline.com. And countries practicing LGBTQ will be extinct in the next 50 years. That's according to Bernard are here for. And it's a case of who the cap fits. I never said Ursula is an LGBTQ practitioner, Mutala Mohammed. Let's go to ctnewsroom.com. Anti-gay bill proponents caution schools allegedly condoning LGBTQ plus acts. That's on citynewsroom.com. Time now for the BBC News, and it's brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
It's time to go beyond what your traditional financial apps can do. Introducing Cowry, the only digital financial app you will ever need. Experience Cowry, the way to pay. Send. Move your money in quick, easy steps at the best rates on the market. Buy. Top up your airtime and data twice as fast as you normally do. Pay. Step out of the cash queue. Pay for any product or service when you need to. Enjoy it faster. And now, manage. Experience a new way of managing your money. Understand how and when your money moves. You can rely on Cowry every day. Download Cowry from your Google Play Store or App Store. Experience Cowry, the way to pay.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, stress-free. Syntex Tank, reliable. Syntex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss this.
Jachikwesin was sworn in as member of parliament again. No, not again, because the Supreme Court says that his name should be expunged and that he was never an MP. So he was sworn.
The first one didn't count.
No, the first one didn't count. That's what the Supreme Court says. So he was sworn in as member of parliament. And yes, the NDC members in white and everything. But there's something that, the minority leader, Dr. Kessie Alatuforsen, said, that whenever he's going to court, they would follow him to court. I don't know if the speaker would also join them to court, because the speaker would not join them. And this, for me, is the issue. Because if parliament needs more than half of members to take a decision, then the majority has 138.
Right.
So, yes, it is true that, they may want to make a case. And I can understand that. Sometimes you want to make a case. You want to send a signal. And so you want to push government into, probably taking a second look at this decision and probably filing a nollie prosequi and say, I'm not interested in this case again, if that is going to affect you. But it's also important sometimes you look at issues critically. Yes, in solidarity with James Jachikwesin, you will go. But what if the government is able to marshal 138 members and Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbing is presiding?
Even if it is not, now the court says
has ruled, yes.
The first deputy, the deputy speakers, they are elected members of parliament.
So they can vote.
Even they are presiding, they still have a voting right.
Exactly. So if they are there, what would you have gained? So look, I can understand the NDC. They want to send a signal that we are not happy about what you're doing. How do you do it to ensure that you still do not lose the opportunity to actually make a difference in parliament? Because if the government wants to continue, and the government can actually decide that whenever there's a court date, they bring important issues and a certificate of urgency and get it passed.
True.
So, minority, yes, you may want to reconsider it. In principle, it's good you want to, take the government on. But we have seen our kind of democracy is such that some of these things are not seen as a protest. They are seen as an opportunity to actually pass the laws. Because the government has talked about the fact that, the hanged parliament has affected them, is not allowing them to do the things that they want to do. And then you want to give them the opportunity to go ahead that way. Please, let's reconsider this. The minority can actually take other decisions. They may choose to boycott the media review. They may choose to boycott the budget. They may choose to boycott State of the Nation address. But as for the main job that you've been taking there to do, if you boycott, they have the numbers. And look, but for the concerns you raised about Ejapa and other things, we'd have had the Ejapa deal today.
Yeah.
So why don't you take your time? And when there are critical issues, like you said the last time, you wanted to save our democracy. Unfortunately, that did not work. So please continue in your own ways of saving the democracy by reconsidering this plan and taking other means that would not affect your core functions.
Personally, for me, the key questions are the decision they've taken. And now they've even, apart from James Jachikwesin, yesterday we were told that they will extend similar courtesies to all minority MPs who are in court. So that means that the day that after forcing the minority leader will go to court, they will also boycott parliament. The question I want to ask is very simple. What is the basis for this action that they've taken? Are they saying that members of parliament or people, the political elite, should be treated differently when it comes to cases that they are facing or the charge they are facing that is in court? I found it quite backward to the extent that, is there a case against James Jachikwesin? Has the state established a case against him? I think the answer is yes. Is he innocent? The court will have to come to a determination on that. Is there a case against Dr. Kessie Alatuforsen? The state says yes. Has he been found guilty or not?
Say he has a case to answer.
Exactly. And is he going through the normal process? The answer is yes. The laws that are being used to prosecute these individuals, these are laws that were passed by what? Parliament.
Yeah.
Are they saying that when a matter involves a politician, we should look the other way because it should be seen as persecution instead of people being taken to the normal, democratic process? I think it is wrong for them to take such a position. If their belief is that these persons are innocent, let the court, establish that. Somebody, for example, somebody stole a mobile phone at Circle. The person was arrested, taken to court. He was asked why he did that. And his response was that he has a family to feed. He had no money, so he had to steal. So we should be considerate to the extent that the person had no, money to feed his family. And for that reason, the person should be allowed to go free. No. So why should there be laws that governs the way we operate in this country? And because somebody is a politician and the person is taken to the normal due process, the entire political force should come behind that person and say that when that persons are in court, we will not come to Parliament to do our work. I think that our politicians are setting a very bad precedent. This is not fair to the people. This is not fair to Ghanaians. It looks that when you are a politician, you are above the law. You should be treated differently. If Judge Kwesi has committed a crime, let the court establish that. And let us stop this, excuse my language, nonsense going on.
Yesterday, James Gyakye Quayson was sworn in as Member of Parliament again. No, not again, because the Supreme Court says that his name should be expunged and that he was never an MP. So he was sworn.
The first one didn't count.
No, the first one didn't count. That's what the Supreme Court says. So he was sworn in as Member of Parliament. And yes, the NDC members in white and everything. But there's something that, the minority leader, Dr. Kessiel Atuforsen, said, that whenever he's going to court, they would follow him to court. I don't know if the Speaker would also join them to court, but because the Speaker would not join them. And this, for me, is the issue. Because if Parliament needs more than half of members to take a decision, then the majority has 138.
Right.
So, yes, it is true that, they may want to make a case. And I can understand that. Sometimes you want to make a case. You want to send a signal. And so you want to push government into, probably taking a second look at this decision and probably filing a nolli prosequi and say, I'm not interested in this case again, if that is going to affect you. But it's also important sometimes you look at issues critically. Yes, in solidarity with James Gyakye Quayson, you will go. But what if the government is able to marshal 138 members and Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbing is presiding?
Even if it is not, now the court says
has ruled, yes.
The first deputy, the deputy speakers, they are elected members of Parliament.
So they can vote.
Even if they are presiding, they still have a voting right.
Exactly. So if they are there, what would you have gained? So look, I can understand the NDC. They want to send a signal that we are not happy about what you're doing. How do you do it to ensure that you still do not lose the opportunity to actually make a difference in Parliament? Because if the government wants to continue, and the government can actually decide that whenever there's a court date, they bring important issues on a certificate of urgency and get it passed.
True.
So, minority, yes, you may want to reconsider it. In principle, it's good you want to, take the government on. But we have seen a kind of democracy is such that some of these things are not seen as a protest. They are seen as an opportunity to actually pass the laws. Because the government has talked about the fact that, the hung parliament is affected.
Joy 99.7 FM. It's a Thursday morning, and we throw it way back into time. But I need to do this before Maunya gets to school. So happy 5th birthday to Maunya Hadasa Efua Abuaje of the Baby Nest School in Osu. From your dad, Michael Abuaje Constant, Mom Martha Mwako, sister Sayram and Kes. May God continue to guide and guard you. For today, you can have everything that you like. Happy birthday to you, Maunya Efua Abuaje of the Baby Nest School. I know you love the Super Morning Show, even at 5 years. So from all of us here, we say happy birthday to you. But Parliament car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine that improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74% even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing Quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. And Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and it is hard to make time for the things that really count, so they won't let banking get in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so that you can focus on what or who's important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details. And are you looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound and outbound shipments? If yes, look no further because IAS and FedEx offers a wide variety of international freight services, which includes air freight, sea freight, be it less container load or full container load, customs clearance and documentation. Our international operations link more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic works in all key markets, and offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. We have dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in our local custom clearance processes and procedures. IAS or FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for our clients. Terms and conditions apply. Please contact us now for free consultation on international freight services and custom clearance processes. Call us on 0501 605,000 or 0501 631,000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is family secured. And Fidelity Bank says they've got fantastic news for people who live and work at Oyarifa, because Ghana's largest privately owned bank, Fidelity Bank, has opened a brand new branch at Oyarifa. Now we are closer to you than ever. Visit our new branch today at the Owusu and Junction, Oyarifa, to enjoy a suite of top-notch banking services and experience superior customer service in a delightful and inviting environment. We look forward to serving you. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. So you know that a poly-maintained car engine can age faster? Well, so that's why we are offering specially formulated Quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressures. Choosing Quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. So this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, we have a conversation about us, a conversation about you and me, and the opportunities within our African continent and even within the Ghanaian, community. So we've had this conversation before. We talked about where the opportunities are. We asked the question, where are the opportunities? We've told you about how even in Ghana's population, Ghana's youthful population, a lot of them, some 25% of them, are not in education, are not in skills training, and so these persons have a challenge. In Africa, 70% of the African population is under 30 years. 60% of the population under 25 years. Now, this presents us with a huge opportunity to actually develop them, who then would come up and help develop the African continent. The human resource, very key for our development. But the question is, how are we empowering this population? How are we empowering the young ones within our country? Do they have the resources available? Do they have the skills needed? But what are even the skills that are needed for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years? That is the conversation we're having here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, the CEO of Junior Achievement Africa is our guest. She joins us right in studio to have this all-important conversation. As always, we do this with you, so join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS, and we'll share your thoughts with the rest of the world. Time now for Nutrition Line is brought to us by Nestle, and Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo All-in-One for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Here we are again. All creamy, delicious, and packed with goodness. It's Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. How are you feeling today? Looking on the bright side of life, I hope. Ready to advance into great success, I hope. This morning on Nutrition Line, we're discussing in detail how simple sugars damage your teeth. Examples of simple sugars are glucose, sucrose, lactose, and fructose. When you eat foods high in simple sugars such as sugary beverages and snacks, bacteria in the mouth feed on the sugar and form dental plaque, which is a sticky, colorless film that forms on the surface of the teeth. If the plaque is not washed away by saliva or brushing, the environment in the mouth becomes more acidic and cavities may start to form. There are steps you can take to reduce damage to your teeth, and the first of these is to decrease your consumption of high-sugar snacks and sugary beverages. You should also decrease your consumption of carbonated beverages as the acidic compounds they contain can wear down and weaken the tooth, leaving you with a higher risk of developing cavities and tooth infections. If you're consuming sugary snacks and beverages or carbonated drinks, do so quickly to reduce the time your teeth are exposed to the sugar or acid. Another tip is to rinse your mouth with water after eating or drinking beverages to dislodge food particles and reduce acidity in the mouth. I hope you've learned something new, something beneficial that you can apply for a healthier, longer, happier life. Thank you for joining us this and every weekday morning. You can reach us via phone and make the conversations more exciting, more interactive. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You may WhatsApp, SMS, or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. the following numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. Or you can send an email if you prefer to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. A beautiful day is what I wish you. Go out and do something incredibly, amazingly remarkable with your life. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back. Into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload here, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office, or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice, whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds and metal boxes, and tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
Once you hear this, you know that it's time for the birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Niche Confectionery, Niche Chocolate Drink, made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche Chocolate is full of delicious goodness and rich with vitamins, minerals. Niche Taste of Ghana. So help me God. Now let me tell you about MTN, because there's good news for small to medium scale business owners, because with MTN SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. This service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content, all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial star 5060 hash to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 for more information, and stay connected everywhere you go. Sefent.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How about you?
I'm okay. All correct?
Everything fine, for the love of the game.
Yeah, very important, very important.
I am not saying anything.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't even say anything.
Yes, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But hope you had a great night's sleep.
Yes,
and, you're very strong
I
this
did.
morning.
Okay. Yesterday we went on a tour of the facilities for the Africa Games, and I was I saw some stuff. So
are we getting close to completing those facilities, or business as usual?
That's another issue. There's a report. There's a whole report on the tour yesterday. So we'll get into it. The people say we will finish, but
but what you say?
No, but I have my concerns. Is all I want to say.
Let me get into the birthday messages, and we'll do that. We'll get into the birthday messages. But before we get into the birthday messages, let me say a special congratulations to Joel Boateng, who's Customer Development Director at Unilever Ghana. On behalf of the entire team at BTL, they would like to express their warmest congratulations on your promotion. And they say this achievement is a testament to your dedication, expertise, and invaluable contributions to Unilever. Congratulations, Joel Boating. Now, let me get to the birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show. And it's a happy 50th birthday to Mr. Maxwell Osejamra of GRA. You've been a blessing to us, your family, and you're an exceptional daddy. May God continue to bless you with good health and favors. Enjoy your birthday, daddy, from your wife, Rosemary, and the children to you. This one also says, look, this week marks the 50th marriage anniversary for Mr. and Mrs. Gorin Avenobo. Congratulations to them, and we wish you 50 more years from many people whose life you've affected over the last 5 decades. Ventu, how many years have you been married? This year? You got married this year?
Marriage is relative. I got married last year. I did a church wedding this year.
Oh, so you got married. The marriage is the one you did last year.
Yes, thank you. Now you're talking. So
No,
it's last year.
yes, I just wanted to. That's the word, because that's when the
you see, people get very.
The marriage is what you did last year.
Thank you very much.
What you did this year was just blessing. Yes, just blessing. Let me say happy birthday to Candice Ankra Bedu of Action Chapel. It's from George Quay to you. Any birthday shouts? If you don't,
not any today.
Okay, so if you're celebrating your birthday, happy birthday
yes.
to you. But
and a big chaotic shout to you.
It's a K.
Yeah.
I have to say a special good morning to my very good friend. That's Kosi Dagbe of iGarage.
Okay.
Kosi Dagbe of iGarage.
Kosi Dagbe. Good morning to you.
That's why I repair my
vehicle. You are giving big shout, good morning and stuff. No, I suspect you.
No. That's why I repair my vehicle. And it was my mate in secondary school.
Okay, I might have a birthday shout here just before we go into the Joy Sports Center. And this is a message from a sheikh.
Who is sheikh?
Oh yeah, we have a sheikh. But sheikh, I don't find the birthday message. Give me your phone, please. It has not come. It is not here.
Please let's continue.
It is not here.
Please let's continue. Because the way that sheikh now wants to video.
Sheikh has sent the message. The message has not arrived.
No,
so I can't read the message that is not there.
Connectivity issues. The
internet.
No, his
internet is off. Sheikh
internet is off.
Give it to me. Let me do that wish for you on your phone. It's okay.
No.
He himself can't find it.
He has to video the thing. Don't you understand?
He can give it to me to read, and another person will use a different phone to video.
Sheikh must take his 3 points. He says
he has now sent it.
He says I take it 3 points.
This thing must mean something to Sheikh.
Go ahead.
Okay. It says a super fantastic happy birthday to a top lady, Mildred Aisha to Nelson.
Hey.
May God bless you, grant you good health, and fulfill your heart desires. By the way, where is the party? But Sheikh is romantic. The way Sheikh has delayed us all in order to get this wish, something is there.
Something is indeed there. Let's get into the sports center now, because what Sheikh is doing there, Mubarak. Mubarak, you have questions to answer. I have a friend who's called Mubarak. So
so you get...
Yeah, I get confused.
Yes.
You have questions to answer. Wait for me outside. I'm coming. Now, let's get into the sports center, and it's proudly brought to us by MTN.
Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
And OneXBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV, it's your moment.
Now, have you heard about the Allianz for Life plan? It is an affordable life insurance policy you can get wherever you are. Simply dial *170# on MTN and select 5521, and voila, you and another life are covered for hospitalization and death. You also enjoy very low premium cashbacks and every year, and so much more on the Allianz insurance package, Allianz for Life plan. Call Allianz Life Insurance on 0308-249-090 or visit our website on allianz-gh.com. It's Allianz for Life, *170# on MTN. Macho for life.
Now, I need to do this correction because happy 50th birthday to Mr. Maxwell Osejamra of GRA. You have been a blessing to us, your family. You're an exceptional daddy. May God continue to bless you with good health and favors. Enjoy your birthday, daddy, from your wife, Rebecca, not Rosemary, from your wife, Rebecca, and the children to you. My bad.
Bad for you. One of the world's largest betting companies, OneXBet, is always looking for new ways to reward its players and deliver new promotions to engage as many customers as possible. This time, the bookmaker launched the Jackpot of the Week promotion, allowing registered players to enjoy the chance to have a share of the weekly jackpot amount. All the terms and conditions are available on the promotion page. Give your luck a chance. Sign up with OneXBet today and use the promo code JJackpot to receive an incredible 300% bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
Now, there's good news for small to medium scale business owners because with MTN SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. This service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content, all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 for more information and stay connected everywhere you go.
And it's all of the Premier League, all on DSTV. Catch all the goals, moments, clashes, derbies, and drama. Make sure to stay tuned to all of Rashford, all of Haaland, and all of Saka. Watch it all unfold live in HD with the option of an exciting commentary in Chi. All this on the package of your choice. No one else offers all of the Premier League but DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with 1 month Compass subscription for just 299 Ghana cedis, or stay connected on *759# to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment.
Now, do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? As a key decision maker in your business, we know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data whether you're at work or on the go. Well, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. That key is Straight to Bank, a single access end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go, view transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@se.com to sign up today.
Thank you very much, Winston. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. At Wimbledon is 350 Grand Slam wins for the Serbian superstar.
Every moment I spend on the court, it is a huge privilege, especially at this age, at this stage of my career, where I'm still trying to put.
We'll hear from Novak Djokovic a little later, but first, the 2023 Africa Games. Now, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Pierre-Amfo, has been left impressed with the progress of work on facilities at the University of Ghana, which will be used to host the 2023 Africa Games. The University of Ghana Stadium, the rugby fields, the diaspora halls, and their immediate environs will be used in March next year as Ghana hosts the rest of Africa. The Vice Chancellor is confident all Games facilities on campus will be completed by then.
She led an inspection team made up of Minister for Sport, Mustafa Yusuf, LOC Chairman, Dr. Kweku Ufusu Asari, the LOC's Deputy Chief Operating Officer, Olympian Rix Broby, as well as Director of Sport at the University of Ghana, Dr. Bella Bello Butugu. The Diaspora Halls and its surrounding environment will be used as the Games Village, where there will be 2 500-seater cafeterias and a clinic. Rooms in the Diaspora Halls will have to be adjusted to meet international standards in order to house the 5,000-plus athletes expected to arrive in Ghana between the 5th and 7th of March 2024. The 2,800 rooms will be fitted with air conditioners and water heating systems. Continuing students at the University of Ghana are scheduled to have a first semester break on February 4th, 2024 to ensure work on the rooms is completed before athletes' arrival.
That's a Joy Sports report read by Kyla Morris. Meanwhile, work at the University of Ghana Stadium, which will host all track and field events, as well as football, has been pegged at almost 70% complete. But there are fears some facilities might not be completed in time for the games. But Mustafa Yusuf, the sports minister, does not want to hear such stories.
We are not grappling at all of meeting deadline. We are on track, and we are going to ensure that the contractors complete the facilities on time for us to be able to do testing. And like you saw, the contractor did indicate that we are almost 70% completion.
and some of the facilities are about 80%. The games village is almost 85% complete. So to assure the country and to assure you, the media, we'll finish the facilities and we'll do the testing before the games.
That's the sports minister, Dr. Kweku Ofosu-Asare, is the LOC chairman. He's confident Ghana is en route to hosting the continent's best ever games.
The government of Ghana is so committed to doing these games. You know that since 1965, this is the first time we are getting the opportunity to host the games. And the president has given us every assurance, despite the challenges we're having. COVID, what have you, Ukraine. I'm not a politician anyway. But what is going on recently, elsewhere, I have spoken to so many African countries. Elsewhere, they would have pulled out. But our government is committed to getting things done. And we are hoping that we will host the games and to be one of the best ever in the history of the games.
Dr. Kweku Ofosu-Asare is LOC chairman for the Africa Games 2023, which will be hosted in 2024, March of that year. Jordan Ayew, he's been speaking of the privilege of playing for the national team alongside his brother Andre Ayew. Andre has played over 100 times for the Black Stars, while Jordan has 90 caps. He puts the brothers top 5 in the all-time appearance list for the national team, with Andre Ayew only second behind Asamoah Gyan and Jordan 4th on the list behind Richard Olele-Kinson. Jordan admits the duo might be near the end of their national team careers, but he contends they still have more to give in the immediate future.
Pride, and it's like I always say, it's like kids, a dream come true, so we enjoy. It's not going to last forever, but we're enjoying it, and we know that we still have more years. So we enjoy playing together, and we've been lucky to have played together in even club at our club level as well. So it's like I said, we're blessed. We cannot ask for too much because honestly, what we have achieved is really positive. There's more to come. I'm convinced, but. It's always a pleasure and to play alongside my brother. And
that's Jordan Ayew speaking in that interview with Kwabena Yeboah of GTV. The Black Satellites, they are in Cote d'Ivoire for the WAFU B Under-20 Boys Cup of Nations, the tournament which is scheduled from July 7 to July 21 will bring together 6 countries from the West African sub-region following the withdrawal of Nigeria. Ghana are paired with host Cote d'Ivoire, Niger and Burkina Faso in Group A, while Togo square off with Benin in Group B. Now let's do women's football next, and the GFA believe at least 90% of their women's football strategy will be completed by 2027. The strategy will eventually run till 2026, of course, after its launch on Tuesday and aimed at developing better coaches and infrastructure. Ama Brobe is head of women's football development at the FA.
I'm very hopeful and I'm very confident, and I can assure you that we are going to work. We've actually started working, and I don't know if you've heard about Football for Girls. So even on the grassroots, we started last year. We collaborated with the Ghana Education Services. They gave us permission to enter all the schools in Ghana to introduce Football for Girls. We really have started working. So there's a clear pathway, and I'm confident that in 4 years from it's a 4-year strategy. And so 4 years now, at least 90% of everything in the strategy should be implemented.
Head of women's football at the Ghana Football Association, Ama Brobe. Let's stay with women's football. The Black Queens will later today discover their opponents in the qualifiers for next year's Women's Africa Cup of Nations when CAF conducts the draw for the upcoming competition. The live draw will be held at 5 p.m. Ghana time. The Black Queens are looking to return to the competition for the first time since they last hosted the event in 2018, missing out at last year's edition in Morocco after they were eliminated by rivals Nigeria in the preliminary stage of the qualifiers. Morocco will host the competition again in 2024 for the second consecutive time. Meanwhile, the Queens have been training at their Accra Sports Stadium ahead of the 2024 Olympic Games qualifiers against Guinea. The first leg is in Guinea on July 14. Ghana has never qualified for the Olympic Games in the women's football event. South Africa, though, have no such problems. They will be playing in this year's Women's World Cup, but that was only after late intervention by CAF President Patrice Motsepe. The CAF president and South African businessman has been forced to intervene in resolving a pay dispute between the South Africa women's football team and the National Federation. The team's preparations for this month's World Cup were thrown into disarray before the final warm-up game against Botswana at the weekend. Banyana boycotted the match. They also refused to sign contracts after raising bonus issues. FIFA has guaranteed each player $30,000 for taking part in the tournament, but this figure was not included in the contracts the players were given to sign. Mosepe and his wife, Precious Malloy, brokered a deal between the two parties with a donation from their foundation going towards bonuses for the players. The Women's World Cup is due to start later this month in Australia and New Zealand. Let's do some transfers now. Kylian Mbappe has been given an ultimatum by Paris Saint-Germain to either sign a new contract or simply leave this summer. Club president Al Khelaïfi at a press conference to introduce Luis Enrique as PSG's new manager said that they cannot let the best player in the world leave the club for free. Meanwhile, Man United have announced the signing of Mason Mount in a transfer deal worth an initial £55 million plus a possible $5 million in add-ons. He's been giving the number 7 jersey. Some United fans aren't exactly happy with that. And Real Madrid, they have sealed a deal for 18-year-old Arda Güler, who was being courted by Barcelona.
And his opponent played one of the matches of his life. And yet, straight sets, imperious, majestic when needed. There really is no one.
We have a very romantic and special relationship, this court and I.
Yeah, Wimbledon. That's where Novak Djokovic claimed his 350th Grand Slam win with a 6-3, 7-6, 7-5 win over Jordan Thompson, who put in a match of his career. But Djokovic, chasing 24th Grand Slam title, would not be stopped.
Every moment I spend on the court, it is a huge privilege, especially at this age, at this stage of my career, where I'm still trying to push forward with the young guns. I don't know how far and how long that's going to take, but so far so good, I must say. We have a very romantic and special relationship, this court and I.
Novak Djokovic, sorry about that. Top seed Iga Swiatek, she continued her pursuit of a maiden Wimbledon title with victory on centre court against Spain's Sarah Sorribes Tormo. And that's good for her. So the Polish never managed to go beyond the 4th round at Wimbledon, and so she's taking a learning curve. So that's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Centre. There's more sports on our website, myjoyonline.com/sports. My name is Fentu, Tahiru Fentu. Good morning, Winston.
Yeah, Fentu, Tahiru Fentu. Thank you very, very much for...
Your head is shining nicely this morning. I like it.
It looks like you used to be like me. So there's hope that I can be like you.
It's the way the light is directly above your head. No, I can see my face on it.
It's normal.
I'll bring you shea butter.
You are seeing your future, not your face.
I'll
see your future.
I'll bring you shea butter.
My brother, see your future, not your face.
Do you know one shea butter?
Bring it. Let's continue the conversation outside. Thank you very much, Fenty, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive this morning on social media. Join us using the hashtag JoySMS. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana AIDS Commission test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. Number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief. And then GTP Lifestyle. So does your assistant salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more, because the EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans and more. And the best part is you stand the chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003 225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. When we return after these messages, we bring you food for thought brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Hey, this one, Gantuan account.
Why are you running?
It's all about the EcoBank salary account.
EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly?
I promise, it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023, and there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. Time now for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle, good morning.
I hope about you say, how are you?
I'm fine, Uncle. Last time I was somewhere and she said, "Oh, Abojise, can I also call you Abojise?" And I said, "Feel free. You've called me Abojise already. Feel free."
No, it's reserved for special people.
One of my professors said Abojise. I said you should feel free because now that he started Abojise, you should continue. But hope you're doing.
I like what you told Fentu. Why was he on your case this morning?
Don't mind him. He's seeing his future in me, and his time will come.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I think that was the perfect answer. You are looking at your future, and I'm sure right now he wouldn't believe it, but he is looking at.
Of course, future. His time will come.
Well, but how's your week been like?
Well, it's been okay. Lots of issues here and there, as in work and a lot of things, but we're managing. I mean, it brings out a lot of excitement and joy, so we're on.
Okay. All right. Okay. This morning, I want to share with you a letter I am writing to one of my patrons. I hope you enjoy it.
Sure. Let it go.
I am withholding the patron's name for now.
Okay.
Dear patron, you may or may not know this, but I have a telemarketing team that calls those of you who are on our database. In-house, we call them the call center team. They are the people who call you every quarter to tell you about an upcoming play. Yesterday, I met the team, and one member of the team, the lady who called you, told me that you asked about me and then you prayed for me that God will sustain me and give me health and strength to continue serving you and Mother Ghana. This letter is to say thank you.
Okay.
Thank you not only for buying tickets for you and your family, but thank you also for praying for me and for caring about me. I want you to know that your concern and prayers have moved me deeply and inspired me to rededicate myself to the work that I believe God has given me. It is not an easy work, but thanks to people like you, it has become a very rewarding one. We do not often let those we appreciate know that we appreciate them in Ghana while they are alive. We wait till they die and then we deliver glowing tributes to them. Of course, by then it is too late for them to know that they meant to know what they meant to us.
Sure.
And so letting those who mean anything to us know what they mean to us whilst they are alive is great. And so thank you for letting me know that you appreciate me and my work whilst I am still alive to be blessed by those very kind words. Since you have bought your ticket already, let me tell you what to expect from I Like What You Like this weekend. What would you do if a prank you pulled on your friend's wife's birthday backfires? What would you do if something you intended for fun has the opposite effect and threatens to cost your friend his marriage? If you are Prince, a flamboyant lawyer with a taste for hacking, you go even bigger with a much more daring prank that affects the national security of both Ghana and the US. And that is only the beginning of I Like What You Like. This play demanded a lot of my team and I. You know, before I present a play to my staff and members of my group, it would have gone through a number of revisions. But I Like What You Like, even in rehearsals, went through additional 3 revisions.
Wow.
We're that committed to getting it right. Knowing that people like you are paying good money to come to watch us compels us to shoot for excellence. And this quarter, I know we have a great show for you. The good news is that we are going to introduce you to new stars in our group.
Great.
Jason has been with us for 3 years and has never been on stage. He has been very involved with every production though, but only as a member of the technical team working backstage with a sound engineer.
Okay.
This quarter, I decided to put him on stage, and he is killing it. And then there's the case of Rosemary, who has always been the biggest cheerleader of every cast since she joined. She has been on stage only once in the play Final Warning, which was our first quarter play for 2020. The play just before the pandemic lockdown.
Oh, okay.
Since then, she has just celebrated everyone who went on stage. This quarter, she is playing the lead role, and I tell you that another Roverman star is born. In addition to these new stars, you will also get to enjoy 2 stars from previous plays. Providence from Just the Tip and KY from plays such as Banana and Granuts and Husband Material 7 Years. Providence played the doctor in Just the Tip, and he was so good that I promised him that he would be in this quarter's play as well. And I'm happy that there was a role that suited him perfectly. And so he comes this quarter as Togbi, a retired politician who has a beef with his son-in-law.
Togbi.
KY has always played a villain, but this time, he gets to show his emotional side as he tries to save his marriage. The range of music in this play is very wide, from Agbaja to reggae to high life to gospel and Afrobeat. The band will be at their very best this weekend. One of the things I thank God for is the number of very talented young people he has brought my way. This quarter, I get to showcase the excellent voices of 3 special ladies, Amma, Joy, and Cynthia. Joy, you already know because she has been opening for us in a number of shows. Amma was the winner of MTN Hitmaker in 2020. On our platform, you know her from plays such as Just a Tip and Not My Husband. I'm glad to share her unique vocal abilities with you. Cynthia, you have never encountered on our platform. She is one of the new members we admitted into the group this year, and already she is making a claim as one of the most powerful singers in the group. And mind you, this is a group that has some very powerful singers. These 3 ladies will open each of the 12 shows for us this quarter, and I have no doubt that they will blow you away. Finally, my dear patron, I want you to know that when you buy a ticket for my show, you are not just giving yourself the opportunity to watch a great show, but you're also making the dreams of hundreds of young people come true. On their behalf and on my own behalf, I say thank you for your support and encouragement. You keep this platform alive. And dear patron, my call center team member said, you told her, and I'm quoting as much as I can remember what she said yesterday, quote, my family and I eat Roverman. We breathe Roverman and we live Roverman, end of quote. To that, all I can say, dear patron, is that I promise that we will continue to make you and your family proud, God being our helper. Yours sincerely, Ebo. And I would say this is my presentation for today.
Thank you very much, Uncle. I like the presentation. I like the fact that in thanking your patron, you have told us what to expect this weekend and next weekend.
This weekend is going to be crazy.
I like that.
We had a final dress and technical rehearsal yesterday.
Okay.
We had about 400 guests in the auditorium to watch it, and the atmosphere in the auditorium was electric from the beginning to the end. Not a dull moment.
I see. Yesterday I was talking to Nisaki, and I was surprised that the Iris' father is her landlord, and it was ejecting them from the house.
Yes. Yes, and that's Togbi.
Oh.
Well, and that's
now I'm not going to say anything. So Togbi has decided to eject his own daughter and son-in-law from his house.
Yeah, he told the daughter that she is collateral damage for the beef she has with his son-in-law.
Oh, okay, I see. This is a must-see play. I would decide which of the days to show up, but I definitely would have to see this one. And then,
you are always welcome. You are always welcome. It is always fun to receive you.
All right, Uncle. Thank you very, very much for joining us with Food for Thought this morning here on the Super Morning Show. But let me tell you about Roverman Productions, which in partnership with Joy FM and the National Theatre will once again excite you with another brand new and hilarious Ibi-wide play, I Like What You Like. So ever since Kwesi fell from grace, Iris' wife has had to take up the cost of running the home, but an unexpected announcement turns Kwesi's dreadful morning into a very exciting one and sets him on an adventure he's not ready for. Now imagine her frustration when wealth comes knocking and he's taking his time to answer the door. How will he be able to handle the stress and pressures of gold unseen? I Like What You Like is a test of integrity, faith, love, and honor. And the play comes off at the National Theatre Accra from the 7th, that's tomorrow, to the 16th of July as follows. Fridays, one show only at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 3 shows. That is Roverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play. Rate 150 Ghana cedis, and tickets are available via Koba short code *365 *535#, and at the usual outlets, front desk of Joy FM, Shell Shops at Tema Community 11, Airport East Legon and Dansoman, Total Shops at Bachura and Hacho, and at Frankie's in Osu. You can also visit the Roverman Productions pages on Facebook, Instagram, or call 0505 546 010 or WhatsApp 0505 546 030 for enquiries. Sponsors Ebony Condoms, Gino Tomato Mix, and GCB Bank PLC, communications partner M Notify, and logistics movers Roverman Productions. Be the difference. And it's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute. It's brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Bagdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution. The Ghana Financial Stability Fund is now expected to be operational by September this year. The Association of Rural Banks says its members are still waiting for the Bank of Ghana to redeem its promise to help recover locked-up funds after the financial sector cleanup. The association says the situation, coupled with the recent domestic debt exchange program, is posing a challenge to operations. The Coalition of Individual Bondholders has said members will picket the Finance Ministry on Tuesday, 11th of July, to demand payment of outstanding principals and coupons. And 10 million users signed up for Meta's newly launched Threads app in its first 7 hours. The company's chief, Mark Zuckerberg, pitched the app as a friendly rival to Twitter, which was bought by Elon Musk in October. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Magdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. So bank conveniently and on the go. Take digital banking to the next level with CBG's Experience Bundle. Enjoy real-time updates on your transactions and balances, expense tracking to help you better manage your finances, and easy bill payments. Fast and convenient access to cash 24/7 through our bouquet of digital solutions such as SMS alerts, e-alerts, CBG internet banking, CBG mobile banking app, USSD *924#, and CBG proprietary card. All on CBG's Experience Bundle. It's easy, secure, and user-friendly. For more information on how to access CBG's Experience Bundle, walk into any of our 114 branches nationwide or contact us on 0302216000. Email info@cbg.com.gh or visit our website cbg.com.gh. Or you can visit all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for further details. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Vodafone, Further Together, latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. So this morning our focus is on youth empowerment in Africa and in Ghana. So we've had this conversation before. We've talked about how millions of the youth in Ghana, about 1.7 million, don't actually have jobs. They're unemployed. And about 2 million of them not in training, not learning any skill, not in education. So you actually ask yourself, what becomes the future of that country or continent with a very youthful population? In many parts of the world, they're looking forward to having Africa's youthful population. But how can Africa take advantage of its youthful population? What opportunities are there for the youth? What skills must they learn to tap these opportunities? And what are the challenges they must overcome to take advantage of these opportunities? You know, one of the things we've learned is the fact that you have a resource doesn't mean you're going to thrive, okay? And it's the reason we say all the time in this country, oh, we're a resource-endowed country. That is not how a country develops. A country develops by its ability to overcome the resistances needed to exploit the resources to positively impact its population, its people. How are we doing that? So you're listening to us this morning, and you could learn a trick or two on how to transform your own life, transform your own business, and those of your employees. This morning we're joined by the CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. Love the conversation this morning. So the Vodafone Edem promo is finally here. Receive up to 20% of your money back in your Vodafone cash wallet when you recharge with 5 Ghana cedis or more. Edem. Now here's 2 more reasons to keep your conversations going with the Edem promotion. You can even send credit to a friend and they too will receive up to 20% instant cash. Recharge with 5 Ghana cedis and more from your preferred short code, your Vodafone cash wallet credit transfer, my Vodafone app or other preferred payment platforms. The higher you recharge, the more you get back. Keep reloading in the Edem promotion and win big with Vodafone. Vodafone, further together. Now, if you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest details and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel, if you're looking for comfort, durability, quality, and that perfect finishing, look no further because Latest Foam is your one-stop shop. Whatever your choice or budget, buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam, your partner for life. Now, welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area off Lagos Avenue. And the Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. So whether you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy 1-bedroom apartment, a spacious 2-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we've got you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte also offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So tell me, why wait? Take that first step towards your dream home today. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us on 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. Right, so stay with us right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We'll be right back after these messages.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN Just For You. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique Just For You package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions present I Like What You Like, an original Ebo White play.
Hey, Kwesi Trumpet, what kind of misfortune follows you so much that when your rich auntie dies in the US, the only thing she leaves you is her ashes? Boy, you won't keep that thing in this household. Put it outside the gate and regard it as wakekeeping. Or you can use it for tea. Your share.
Well, his auntie named him a sole beneficiary to her estate.
I am his wife. How much is it worth?
Roughly $350 million.
What? Oh, Auntie Frida! Oh, Kwesi, we cannot leave her outside the gate. She will feel cold. Let us keep her on the dresser in the guest room and ensure she gets a befitting burial.
Shows at the National Theatre on July 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Tickets available on the short code *365 *535# and all the usual outlets. 150 Ghana cedis. Sponsored by Ebony Condoms, Gino, GCP, and M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with you.
Hi,
Now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chickens, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
My people, Philadelphia. Our very own Adansi Travels is 10 years old. I hope you remember what they did on their 5th anniversary with a 555 figure and even the power of 8.
Then this will be a 10-day thing.
That is right. We are going on a 10-day adventure in Dubai on a chartered Emirates flight full of Adansi travelers from 10th to 19th August. And starting from $1,650, you can be part of this Adansi-licious 10th anniversary tour. The rate covers flight, hotel accommodation, breakfast, visa, airport transfer, tours, and Adansi at 10 mega party at Dubai Desert Camp with the legendary Samini.
Adansi Travelers Tour. It survived the 10th anniversary. Sandro, be a part of this.
You can pay a minimum of $500 to book your seat and pay the rest till 15th July. Contact Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or 055 631 0404 to book your spot now. Adansi Travels. Fuel life's beauty.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
99.7 FM. DJ Obete getting us into the groove this morning, throwing us way back into time. Reminds me so much of the good old days, Exdo, Maba. But once you play Exdo, Maba, you have to play Ubeko by Chicago. In those days when graphic showbiz, it was actually Joy FM that was doing the top 20 songs in Ghana. You had Ubeko at number 7 and Maba at number 8. I remember that one. But let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Park, introducing the Safari Wildlife Experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Pentagonian mara, and many others, where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of 250 Ghana cedis and free for children up to 6 years. It's only an hour's drive from Accra. It opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 0596 914394. Now, Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and it's hard to make time for the things that really count, so they won't let banking get you in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so that you can focus on what or who's important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. That's African Nicety. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details. And coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show, we're joined by the CEO of Junior Achievement Africa, Simi Nwogugu.
I have a message. Congratulations.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
God has sent me to. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. Listen, them say, them tell you say you can never be the one. But God say, make I tell you say now you him Jew in 1 month, in 1 week. You will sing a new song in 2 days. Lesser than you will hear. Congratulations, you're in the glory of God.
We're joined by Simi Nwogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa and has today been named the winner of this year's Africa Education Medal, Africa's most prestigious education accolade, which was founded last year by T4 Education and HP in collaboration with Microsoft. Congratulations, Simi.
Thank
and
you
good
very
morning.
much, Winston. Thank you for having me.
How does it feel? I mean,
It feels wonderful. I mean, I didn't expect it. When you think of Africa education, I usually, because we're entrepreneurship education, I never really put myself in that category. So this award is a wonderful validation of the work we do, innovating the way that education is practiced across Africa. So I'm really grateful to T4, HP, and Microsoft for this honor.
And already a lot of people are, congratulating you. I've seen Mayank Dingra, who's Senior Education Business Leader, Southern Europe, Middle East, and Africa at HP, saying congratulations to Simi on the fantastic achievement of winning the Africa Education Medal 2023.
Yes.
Her work at Junior Achievement Africa is truly empowering the continent's next generation to face the future with confidence. She's an inspiration to all of us at HP, where we have a bold goal to accelerate. Let me just get the continuity. We have a bold goal to accelerate digital equity for 150 million people globally by 2030. Only by joining forces and aligning with NGOs, government, educators, businesses, can we truly improve the education environment. The African Education Medal brings together all those who are changing the face of education in Africa, whose vital work deserves to be celebrated.
Yes, and I'm really grateful to HP because they are one of the organizations, on the forefront of organizations that are leading change in education in Africa. We can't move forward without technology. And so for companies like HP to be investing their technology in classrooms across Africa are really leapfrogging what our children in schools can achieve. And even our teachers, because today you need to be on the forefront. I'm sure you've heard about ChatGPT and all these innovations in AI. You really cannot move forward without being in that boat in Africa. And so I'm grateful to companies like HP who are, upping the ante in our classrooms, basically, to make sure that we're not left behind.
Great. And talking about not left behind, we're going to have a conversation about, empowering the continent's next generation to face the future with confidence. How do we ensure that the African youth is competitive globally? That's a conversation we'll have after these messages. We'll be right back.
Now we go live in 3, 2, 1.
Airtel Tigo is now 80.
It's Airtel Tigo.
It's okay, Abna. Say Airtel, say Sadie. That you know simple cry. 80. Simple.
Tell your neighbor to tell a neighbor that your favorite telecommunication network, Airtel Tigo, is now 80. Simple. New name, but still provides you with affordable and reliable internet, clear calls, secure money services, and much more.
80. Life is simple.
This July, get up to 50% off Electroland Ghana Limited products. Massive Discount Bazaar is on again. Get massively discounted electronics and home appliances
from Electrolux, Samsung, Media, ABB, Nasco, Homeland, and good news, Toshiba is having a clearance sales.
From Friday to Sunday, 7th, 8th, and 9th of July, 9 a.m. each morning at Coca-Cola Runabout Spintex. Items are a mixture of brand new, slightly used, scratched, showroom display, repaired, and dented.
Call 050-315-9739.
EGL, home of electronics and affordable luxury.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call, and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302-200-390 or 059-692-0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Say Lonat, 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 Lonat. Hey, Lonat, 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 Lonat. Lonat, Lonat. Yankon cotton, Lonat. Lonat, Lonat. Malaria syndrome, Lonat. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D Lonat now, Ogonto. Malaria chill. Popo. What mean the day? I want the
Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenhwehwemu hu se malaria wo mojam ansa na wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu doctor.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.
Thank you very much for staying with us. Lucky to be with different colors, one people. And this morning I was telling Daryl about something that I learned, which actually makes me want to have this conversation. That some 15 years ago, I was at Wales in Europe conference, Simi. And the first minister of Wales at the time, Rodri Morgan, said in 50 years' time, Europe was going to be the world's old people's home. China was going to be the world's factory.
Yes.
India will be the world's office.
Okay.
Australia will be the world's quarry. America will be the world's armory.
Okay.
And Africa, sadly, will be the world's graveyard.
No.
Great. I like the no, because we just can't be the world's graveyard. But the critical question is, how competitive is the African today? What skills will the African need to compete in an ever-changing global environment? Do we have those skills readily available? Today, other parts of the world are complaining that they do not have a youthful population. Human resource, very key. And we've had discussions about whether AI would take the place of human. The Chinese debate and say, we manufacture these equipment, so we would always be better than them. But of course, can we compete globally? That's a conversation we must have today. Simi Wogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. Congratulations once again on your award, and welcome to Ghana.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Ghana is my second home in Africa. My office is actually here, so I'm here quite a bit.
Your office is here?
Yes, the JA Africa office is based in Ghana.
But we don't see you here often.
But I'm here now. You're seeing me live and direct.
You shuttle between Ghana and Nigeria?
I shuttle between Ghana and Nigeria. My husband and my daughter are in Nigeria. So
bring them to Ghana.
Okay. I will let them know.
This is the gateway to Africa, you know. And so we are prepared to...
after you've told me that Afrobeats was founded in Ghana, now you're wanting my husband.
No, I actually said that. Fela, that you see as the inventor of Afrobeats, came to Ghana. listened to High Life, went back to Nigeria, added
And
horns
created-
and trumpets to it, and he named
Okay.
it Afrobeat.
Okay.
So the base of Afrobeat is High Life.
Okay,
You
we'll
know.
leave it there.
Yes, we are your big brothers. We had independence before you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank
let me
you.
say a special welcome to our friends in Kumasi who are listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. Thank you very much for tuning in and staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. So let's look at it from this point. I mean, when Mayak Dinkra was congratulating you, he makes a point that, your work at Junior Achievement Africa is truly empowering the continent's next generation to face the future with confidence.
Yes.
I want us to start from, this point. What would it take us? I mean, going forward in today's ever-changing world, what do you need to face that future?
So I think we have a lot going for us in Africa. As you mentioned before, majority of the world's youth by 2050 would be from Africa. And so we are creating the world's HR. And it's incumbent on us to develop skills for future jobs. You mentioned about technology and AI before. This is where we're going. With Junior Achievement, we empower young people from the age of 5 with the skills for future jobs. We teach digital literacy, we teach financial literacy, we teach entrepreneurship, which is work readiness. And we go all the way to age 29. So between 5 and 29, your formative years of education, we empower you to really be powerful contender in all the skills you need. So I was just at the World Economic Forum 2 months ago. We were talking about skilling young people for future jobs. And if you look at the top 10 skills that they identified, they are not actually skills that are tangible. A lot of them are soft skills. Analytical reasoning, critical reasoning, design thinking, skills that you get from usually our students who go into engineering would have the design thinking, but even more than that is that empathy that goes along with it. So if we're afraid of AI taking over the world, who is the person creating the AI? What is the empathic education they've had as young people? What is the social responsibility they have developed as a young person? So they're actually creating technology that helps the world and does not hurt the world. And so at JA, we really focus on empowering young people to get those skills, those digital skills, those problem-solving skills, those analytical reasoning skills to be competitive in the world, as you said. So our students can work from their living rooms in Kinshasa, in Accra, in Lagos, for any remote job in the world. If you think about it, in Africa, we are graduating over 11 well, not graduating per se, we're moving 11 million people into the workforce every year, whether they are dropping out of school, whether they're leaving secondary school or leaving university. There's about 11 million young people going into the workforce every year. We have 3 million new jobs every year. So that means 8 million people are unemployed, newly unemployed every year. So over time, that stacks up. And so you have problems with crime, you have problems with people trying to migrate and, getting lost in the oceans. What can we do about that?
We'll get to what we can do, but I mean, you talked about soft skills, you talked about analytical reasoning, critical reasoning, and all of these things. Now, these are things you'd find in the developed world. These are things you'd find right from the get-go. When you start education and you're being trained to critically analyze things. And so it's not all about what you can recall, but how you apply what you have been taught. Would you say that in our part of the world, in Africa, this is something that readily is available to us, and this is something that shapes our thinking?
Yes, it is. JA. That's what we do. We go into classrooms. We partner with governments, ministries of education, ministries of youth, to go into classrooms to teach. Again, these skills are, you can learn them from as young as age 5. So we really go into primary schools, secondary schools, universities, technical schools, TVET institutions, to really make sure that our young people are developing those skills for future jobs. Because 10 years from now, the jobs that are available will not even be jobs that are here now. So how do you train people for jobs that don't even exist yet? So we can say, oh, my daughter is going to be a lawyer, my doctor is going to be a doctor, but the way the world is going, new careers come into focus every year because of the rapid pace of technology. So our young people have to be comfortable and able to move along with this rapid pace, learn quickly, think quickly, analyze a problem, think up a solution, think of how they're going to create a business to solve that solution, think of how they're going to market that business and get people to actually believe in their vision and make money, create wealth for their businesses, and really help people within their communities make money. I'll give you an example from Nigeria. When we run a program called Company Program, which teaches secondary school students how to solve businesses, how to start businesses. And we had a group of students who go to this government girls secondary school on the outskirts of Abuja, and they live in a rural area and they go to school in town. And these are children of farmers. Okay. And they saw that their parents' produce are wasting away because they don't have the ability to transport the produce to markets in town. They go to town, the food in the markets are not fresh and are expensive. And so through Junior Achievement, they learned how to create an app and how to develop a website. And they were able to start selling their parents' produce fresh and delivered through Okadas, this bike riders. Yeah. And they were able to offer cheap, fresh produce instantly at your door when you need it. And at the end of the day, they signed 400 farmers onto their platform. Okay. They made 14 million naira, gave 11 million naira to the farmers, kept 3 million. These are public school students who probably didn't have 5 naira to their names before they started. They now have 3 million naira. They were able to give, I think, distribute about 1.3 million to the Okada riders. And so amongst them, this business, young entrepreneurs were able to make 1.4 million naira in profit. So, and this is at the age of 15. Okay. So that you can never take away from them, because now they know there's a problem. I think of a solution. I use technology to think, make the solution easy, and I can go as far as I want.
Okay. I'm going to get back to, this whole problem using technology to solve it. I'm also going to broaden it up. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I know what Junior Achievement is doing. Yeah. But we're going to move a bit away from Junior Achievement and look at the bigger picture. Okay. So if we take what you're doing away, are we doing enough? And this morning we're joined by Simi Wogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. We're having a conversation about youth empowerment within Africa. So Simi, let's look at one thing. You've talked about what Junior Achievement is doing. I know other organizations that are doing so also. Yeah. But if you go to other jurisdictions, the educational system itself sets you up to do these things. Can the same be said of us? I believe so. And I think it's really empowering the education sector to understand its role in development. So it's no longer a situation where teachers are the experts on stage anymore. Now they themselves are students. They have to keep learning because, again, the rapid pace of technology, if you're, stuck in your ways and you still think what you know is enough to teach your students, and then your student comes into the classroom, but I Googled it and it said, no, this is no longer true and all that. So you yourself as a teacher, you have to be ahead and continue learning. So it's a real continuous learning. And so what I would say is for our governments, ministries of education, to invest in technology, invest in training teachers, invest in training the people that have access to our students to understand what are the ways that we can continue to keep them competitive. Invest, the ministries of youth invest in incubators, where if there is a young person with an idea, they know that they can go to an incubator and incubate that idea and scale it. So it's not fighting fintechs because the big banks are scared, but it's the big banks and really embracing the fintechs, that how can they bank the unbanked. It's not fighting edtech that they're going to make the schools irrelevant. No, it's the schools
embracing the education technology entrepreneurs to say, how can you make us more effective at school? So I'll keep going back to this role of investing in technology as a way to make what we are doing better. We cannot just continue doing same old. If you look at the countries where are ahead, they are the ones that are continually investing, continually learning, and are not afraid of investing.
So you're talking about investing in technology, training, incubator, and all of that. You also make the point. I mean, you've talked about how in today's world the children are learning fast.
Yes.
And so if you're a teacher, it means you should also be learning fast.
You should be learning fast.
You don't have to wait for government to come and train you.
Exactly. And there's so many resources now. Everything, every major university in the world now has an EdTech platform. You can take courses for free. So, and it's not just teachers, it's every individual. Don't wait for somebody to come and train you. There are people who say, oh, my boss has not promoted me. Well, what have you done lately to show your boss that you've advanced from where you were a year ago? So there's so many resources now that you have to take that opportunity to say, what am I good at? What am I interested in? What does the world need? And how can I develop myself to meet the need of the world by educating and learning what I'm good at can even be better. And so it's really on us, each and every one of us as individuals, to improve ourselves and elevate our countries and not just wait for government.
Talking about elevating our countries and not just waiting for government. So as individuals, in our part of the world, consistently reference is made to government, but you've talked about how we should be elevating ourselves as individuals. How do we go about elevating ourselves as individuals? What must we do differently?
There are a few things. One is self-awareness.
Okay.
And I always teach that in every leadership class that I teach, that the first thing starts with you.
Okay.
Where do you shine? And if you know where you shine, you can position yourself in that place. So if you know that my area is really strategy, which is what I discovered in university, because I went into university thinking I was going to be a doctor, a lawyer, and I quickly realized that I didn't like either. And I knew that I had a gift for strategy. And so I ended up really building that gift of knowing, okay, this is the future we want to go, this is where we are now, and mapping the steps to get there. Find what you're good at. Discover where you can get more training in that area. Like I mentioned before, all the major schools have EdTech platforms. Educate yourself and then put yourself in situations. So a lot of our people, they want jobs that are paying right away. Why not go and volunteer?
1 minute. Just hold on 1 minute. We'll come to the volunteering. So let's look at the self-awareness. You've talked about growing up, going to school and believing you're going to be a doctor, lawyer. But when you got in there, you realized that you preferred strategy.
Yes.
How did you come by that realization? Because that person listening to us could ask himself, and I've heard people say, you must know what your purpose is. What makes you happy? What is the thing that you'd be willing to do every time? But the question is, how do you come by that realization?
It's internships, which goes back to what I was going to say about volunteering. I did a lot of internships in college because I was really in university. I was really trying to find myself. And so I would go to my school's career office and they would say, well, we have these internships, but it's not open to second-year students. It's open to third-year students. And I'm going to apply anyway, even though I'm second year. And I'll go and do it for free. I'll tell them not to pay me. And doing that, I learned so much about myself. I worked for the governor of New York. I worked for Essence Magazine. I worked for any company that would have me. And I really understood different aspects and really honed in on this is what I like to do. I like strategy. And it was really at McKinsey, and it's a consulting firm. And I was hired as an intern, and they sent me off to Harvard Business School for a week. They sent all their interns off to Harvard Business School for a week. And that was where the light bulb went off, like, this is what I should be doing with my life. Because growing up in Nigeria, you thought businessmen were people who carried briefcases to Abuja to go and ask for contracts from the government. So I really learned what business was in business school, like, the ability to create value from nothing and really be responsible for the community where you operate. And I said, this is what I want to do with my life. And I started going down that path. I got a job with Goldman Sachs upon graduation, real capital, capitalism injection there, because I had gone to a school that was a save the world type of school. So I wanted to expose myself to the other side. And that education really helped me build my, when I started volunteering for JA as part of JA New York, I realized that, wow, if I had these programs when I was in primary school or secondary school, I would have known sooner that this is what I want to do with my life. So that's why I brought it to Nigeria.
Great. So this morning we're joined by Simi Nwogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. We're having a conversation about youth empowerment. We're talking about being self-aware now. We're talking about self-awareness. You've talked about internships, and that's very great. But I'm going to do this.
Yes.
So you are interning for free.
Yes.
In today's world, when you ask the young African to do internship for free, it tells you, but how do I get to go every day and come back? At least I must get something. And so many people look out for paid internships, very difficult to come by,
yes.
And thus would prefer to stay home until they get that job. What do you tell that man who has that kind of thinking?
You have to invest in yourself. And one of the ways you can do that is really look for opportunities where you can, maybe take on a different job that is a menial job that can give you the money for transport into the job that you are looking to get eventually. So you don't have to start from day one. So if you know that I want to work for Joy FM and Winston will not pay me, let me go and wash cars, or as a young man, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, wash cars, make some money and get transport to Joy FM every day. So I'm learning from Winston, and by the time they see how good I am, maybe they'll say, oh, this boy has been coming for the past 6 months. He's developed some skills. Perhaps we should give him something. And then I start making something. I don't need to be washing cars anymore. But a lot of people just want to blow. Young people, they want to blow from. They don't want to. So, but you have to find a way to get to that area. So that's why I started with what you're good at and what you're interested in.
Okay.
Our young people these days are interested in so many things. They're not interested in finding out what they are good at, because you have to bring something to the table. You can't just come to Winston and say, give me an internship. What do you bring to the table? I can bring the youth voice. I can bring, what's trending, so that your topics are always hot and trending for young people. So what do you bring to the table? What are you good at? So that employer, when they're bringing you for an internship, you're also valuable to them.
So in effect, you're saying that you should always find out your unique position.
Yes.
Look out for what distinguishes you from the others.
Yes.
And that is where being self-aware starts from.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say we now know. We've created a self-awareness. Where do we go from there?
Where do you go from there is now, what is your goal? So after I teach self-awareness, the next thing I teach is goal setting. And I say start with dreams. Okay, what are your dreams? And then goals are really specific, measurable aspects of your dream. So if you say my dream is to someday run a beautiful radio station in Ghana. Okay, so how do I get there? I have no experience whatsoever. I'm going to go and look for Mr. Winston and intern with him. But you have to start with the dream. And then that dream propels you to look for ways that you can build yourself and develop yourself to achieving that dream.
And talking about dreams, well, there was a poll we did some time ago. And when I said that about 70% or so of the young ones in Ghana wanted to travel outside the country, somebody said to me that the remaining 30 didn't understand the question. So they should go back and ask them the question again, because their goal is to travel outside the country. There are goals like that also. So that person, and today, I'm bringing this up because if I am to open the phone lines to you, right now, and we ask the youth to tell us, what opportunities they see, they will tell us there are no opportunities here. And so they want to leave the country and go outside. That is their dream. So for them, it's leaving the country, going outside there, get some work to do, and if they decide, come back to the country. They're not wrong, are they?
Well, they're not wrong. It's a global, marketplace now. But there are opportunities here. They are wrong about there are no opportunities because I meet people every day who want to come to Africa for business opportunities. I will, they say, oh, you're from Nigeria. Oh, I want to do business in Nigeria. So there are opportunities here. We just need to open our eyes to see them.
The opportunities you talk about being in Africa, Simi, is it that these opportunities are shut to us and opened to the world because our people say we don't see them?
So even if you take Ghana, for example, do you know how many Nigerians are here making money?
I know them. A lot of them.
So there are opportunities here that they've come to find. So we tend to discount our countries because it's familiar to us and we're not looking for the new. So there are opportunities everywhere. You just have to look at the problems. Before you look for the opportunities, look at the problems. What does everybody complain about? That in itself is an opportunity. How can you solve it? If you solve that thing that everybody complains about, you are going to make a lot of money. So you have to start with that mindset of a people-centered approach is what they call it. What are the things that are painful to people? So some people don't have light. So how can I create a solar business? How can whatever it is that you have to be interested in it. You have to have a way to become good at it, but you have to have an inherent desire to solve that problem or meet that need. That's where the opportunity lies.
When I speak to the young ones, when I tell them there are opportunities, and when I start talking like this, they say this is social studies. They tell me, oh, you're going on and on and on and on. Oh, this is social studies. I mean, they tell me, get down, come down to the world and show me how I'm supposed to go about it.
I was listening to, I think it was Ghana radio actually. Somebody was saying about two people who visited a village, and one noticed that all the school children went to school barefoot and said, oh, such poor children, and went away. And the other one noticed that the school children went to school barefoot and said, oh, there's an opportunity here. And they started looking for ways they can bring cheap shoes to that community and sell it to them for very, very low cost so that they can wear shoes. And then they made a huge, big business out of that. Yeah. So again, it depends on perspective. Open your eyes and see the opportunity.
Look, we're going to do something. This morning we're joined by Simi Nwogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. I'm going to ask you, because you've talked about government also having a role to play.
Yes.
I'm going to run by you some of the schemes that government puts in place.
Yes.
And you tell us, for instance, what specifically government should be doing.
Yeah.
Should government be setting up schemes that, train people? Now, is government better off supporting the private sector to train, or government uses taxpayers' money to train? How can government itself measure the impact of these training sessions that it has? And also, we've seen temporary jobs, so jobs that have become temporary. In Ghana, we had the Nation Builders Corps, NAPCO we call them. Over a 2-3 year period, they were giving jobs, and they were supposed to transit into main employment. That did not happen.
Okay.
Not all of them got jobs. Majority of them didn't get jobs. So after 3 years, they had to go back into the market looking for jobs. We'll look at how we can deal with all of these situations shortly here on the Super Morning Show. But experience the excellence and global recognition of British education, combined with convenience and affordability at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizons and elevate your career prospects with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open for October 2023. For more information, kindly visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact us via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call us on 0302-218-989 or 0209-607008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Ha! Now the Adasi at 10 vibe is everywhere. So my kid sister called me, and all she could say was,
I can't wait to vibe with Adansi and feel life's beauty this summer.
Simply because of a trip post I made on social media. She can't put it down, pa.
This year, Adansi Travel's 10th anniversary vibe is vibing. I mean, tell me how you can miss out on the breathtaking Best of Southern Africa tour. See, it's 10 beautiful days of fun, nature, and adventure in South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. And the rate is a cool $3,300 per person and $6,500 for a couple, which covers your flight, hotels, daily breakfast, sunset cruise, tours, guided shopping, and a visit to the beautiful Victoria Falls. Get your vibe on and join this Adansi-licious tour from 31st August to 10th September. Visit AdansiTravels.com or call 0595 500 817 or 0556 310 404 to book your spot.
Hello?
Hey!
I'm a far Charlie also.
My number one international carpenter. I'm good, oh.
Nice one. Charlie, I'm trying to register my carpentry business now. Isa say you feel help me.
Oh, yes. All you have to do is go to the Office of the Registrar of Companies, ORC for short. They have been mandated by the government of Ghana to register all businesses, including sole proprietorships, partnerships, companies such as churches, schools, NGOs, CSOs, associations, unions, external companies, and professional bodies.
Oh, sir.
Yes, so any business you want to register, ORC is the office to go to. Remember, ORC is still in the same premises as the Registrar General's Department, and all businesses registered with the Registrar General's Department are still valid. If you need more information, go to orc.gov.gh or call them on 055 765 3130 and 0302 666 180.
Charlie, then I have to look sharp.
Quick.
ORC, here to serve you.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data, or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN just for you. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique just for you package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Lights up or Eid. This Eid season, Electroland Ghana Limited is giving you discounts on a wide range of products. Talk of Nasco, Media, TCL or Samsung, fridges, air conditioners, television sets, microwaves, washing machines, and many more. Masa, look sharpo. Visit any of our showrooms today and let the magic of the crescent illuminate your Eid today. Electroland Ghana Limited, lighten up your Eid like never before.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Dream big. My guest this morning, Simi Wogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. She's been talking about dreaming. You must first of all have a dream. We're going to get into the next leg of the conversation. We'll look at, she's talked about a role that even governments have to play. But what should be that role? Should governments be at the forefront of training? Should governments be at the forefront of offering temporary jobs? Or government should be incentivizing the private sector to offer these jobs, maybe permanent jobs? We'll get into that conversation here on the Super Morning Show. But the Center for CSR West Africa and the Association of Ghana Industries, AGI, are inviting you to the National Corporate Social Responsibility and Sustainability Conference 2023. The conference brings together thought leaders from academia, regulatory agencies, international aid agencies, civil society, corporate organizations, and the media to network, partner and discuss global best practices in CSR and sustainability. And the conference will take place on Tuesday, the 25th of July at the Lancaster Hotel in Accra. There are networking, business, matchmaking, speaking, sponsorship, and exhibition opportunities. To register or find out more, send a mail to Center for CSR at outlook.com or call 0533 487747. So Kingdom Books and Station Limited wants you to know that you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions ever apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. So let me welcome our listeners in Kumasi once again, listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. This morning we're joined by Simi Nwogu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. She's been telling us, some of the skills that we need going into the future. And she's also been telling us what we must do as individuals. But let's look at what governments must do, because you've talked about collaboration between the private sector, between government. You've talked about what the individuals should do themselves. But let's look at the government, for instance. And I mean, over here in Ghana, we've seen the government, at a point in time, introducing, jobs for people. We've seen the Youth Employment Agency, which started off as the National Youth Employment Program. It became the Ghana Youth Entrepreneurial Development Agency, Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Development Agency. Okay. And now it's become the National Youth Employment Agency. We've had another agency which we've had is the Youth Enterprise Support System. Now it's become the National Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program. Okay. We've had the Leadership and Skills Development Program, LESDEP. We've had the Youth and Skills Development Program, YesDep. We've had lots of programs, but the question really is, what should be government's role in ensuring that the youth are well equipped to deal with the future?
Well, first of all, I must commend the government for doing all of that. I mean, it's a great show of wanting to find solutions to youth unemployment. Applause to your government, and I wish every government in Africa would be as proactive as finding a solution for youth unemployment. But I think that government also needs to recognize that there's some inefficiencies that it has, so it's best to leave things to people who are best in delivering them and to just support in scaling. So what do I mean by that? Partnering with organizations that are well trained to provide the training, partnering with the private sector who know the skills they want and are able to actually support the training to achieve those skills. And, so having those organizations and the private sector work together, and then when things are seen to be successful, government can come in to scale. I think that's where the role of government should be. So if somebody, if we say, okay, we want to ensure that all out-of-school youth are in school, for example, and somebody develops a technology that can help out-of-school youth get low-scale technology using WhatsApp or something, and say, oh, this is technology that is actually very good. Let's help these entrepreneurs scale it up, and then government can then be part, and private sector and institutions can be part of that. So I think the role of government is, one, to provide security, health, basic education and all of that, but also to, when they see outliers or they see opportunities where they can invest in scaling, they support the scaling. When government wants to do it all by itself, that's where the inefficiencies exist, because they're not able to provide that. They're not able to train people. They can't hire everybody.
Sure.
We can't create a national employment and we'll just hire all youth. No, we should be training them to be the job creators, the young people to be the job, to start businesses, and then to help them scale. So I believe in national incubators, but not necessarily that the government is the one running it. They should also have people who are trained to run incubators. They should have private equity investors who can actually tell you these are the skills we're looking for to take an entrepreneur from SME to large businesses. They should have industries come in and say, you know what, for tile making, this is the skill we need for tile making, so we're going to create an academy for tile making. So when you partner the education sector with the private sector, then you get skills for jobs, right? And the government just comes in there to provide the infrastructure necessary for those universities and the private sector to be able to invest in getting young people who may not be able to afford the fees for that type of education. So you are seen as an enabler.
Okay.
Basically, that's what government's role should be in summary, is an enabler for people who are trained and experts in delivering these services to deliver them, and you just enable the young people who may not be able to afford to go to get the scholarships to go.
Let me get your thoughts on this, because there's always been a conversation about government having no business in doing business, and the business of government in business is being an enabler.
Yes.
That's what you believe in.
Yes.
But government also makes the point sometimes that, well, yes, if we create all the enabling environment and it's taking a long time to absorb these people, we can come in temporarily to absorb these people, hoping that within the next year, 2 or 3, the private sector can expand and absorb these persons. Would that be wrong?
It's not wrong. I think it's how you do it. It's not the goal. It's how you do it. So it's not in letting government hire the people. It's creating the enabling environment for the small businesses to become bigger, so they can hire more people. So that's what I meant about getting people from SMEs to large. We could have like 1 million SMEs that just hire 1 or 2 people each. Why not invest in helping them gain the skills they need to become larger, more established businesses that can then look for employees to train? So, but if government wants to do it by itself, then everybody remains small, like everybody remains mom and pop or sole proprietorship. Let's invest in creating that enabling business environment that lets small become medium, medium becomes large, large becomes, multinational.
So that investment that you talk about, what form should it take? The investment by government, should it be having a good macroeconomic environment? Should it be tax incentives? What should it take?
It should take whatever form that enables the businesses to operate. So providing electricity, for example. Let's have 100% electricity so people don't have to buy generators to operate their businesses, because the cost of business is already very high.
Sure.
Let's have security. That's why I said this is the role of government. Let's have police or situations where that if somebody comes into Kumasi to start a business, they don't have to worry. Or if they come into Accra to start a business, they don't have to worry, because there is an infrastructure for security. There is services that are available to people that they know that I don't have to go and steal from somebody else to get what I need. So it's really government's role is to provide a social safety net to catch those people who, the free enterprise capitalist system might not be able to support. So there'll be people who maybe they haven't had the right education, they haven't had the access to, and they are falling out of that, free enterprise or capitalist system. though that's the responsibility of government to catch those people and provide free education, provide opportunities for them to get those skills so that they can compete with the rest of their, higher income peers. And so I believe the role of government is really to just ensure that those basic things exist and businesses can operate without feeling like they have to invest in building their own infrastructure. First of all, I have to find light, water, this, that, and the other. Everything exists in the country, and then all I have to think about is strategizing for my business. Look at telcos. When we all got GSMs and got food, how many businesses just came out of that alone? So those are the kinds of things, privatizing those kinds of services so that more people get access to them and they're able to use it to develop businesses, but also creating a social safety net so that it doesn't become prohibitively expensive for others.
Great. What about the youth and their attitude?
Yes.
Do we have the right attitude?
Well, I think, for this new generation, I actually really think that they are, they have a great attitude in terms of, this is what I want, right? In a way that our parents or even maybe our generation didn't have. We just took what the government gave us. The young people these days, they're advocating for climate change, they're advocating for entrepreneurship, they're advocating for things they want. So the key is not just to be advocating, but to also be developing yourself to recognize those opportunities and to go after it. You can't just be like an entitled young person, this is what I want, give it to me. No, know what you want, but also know the role that you have to play. And that's that hard-working mentality we spoke about earlier. There will always be people who will find opportunities where you don't, and they will come into your country and get the businesses, get the jobs, do the things that you should be doing because you're waiting for somebody else to come give it to you. So that attitude of the work ethic of, going after what I want by developing myself to be able to take advantage of the opportunity when it comes is very key.
Great. So let's talk about Junior Achievement Africa now that you're in Ghana. This
finally.
Morning, yes. This morning we're joined by Simi Wogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. And yes, you're in Ghana. We said that you should come and settle in Ghana permanently. But
no problem.
In Ghana now, what would you be doing?
So we have JA Ghana, which is the local junior achievement operation, and then we have JA Africa, which oversees all the 16 countries that we're in. And what we're trying to do is reach 1 million people annually across Africa, empower them with skills where they can work for any employer in the world from the comfort of their living room, and add value. And so we focus a lot on digital literacy, financial literacy from a very young age. We have a show that we actually just, I believe we've aired all 18 episodes on some TV networks, and we're looking for more TV networks to take us. It's called Chaching Money Show with Adana and Emeka, and it teaches financial literacy to children ages 7 to 12. They go on different adventures with our Chaching band. It's an animated cartoon with 6 members of a band. One of them spends a lot, one of them saves a lot, one of them likes to donate to charity, one of them, so you get to see the impact of the different decisions they make, and you learn about financial literacy with sing-alongs and different things, that different adventures that these band members go through. And it's also on our YouTube channel, Junior Achievement Africa YouTube channel. But we do these things to really start putting the thoughts in the young people that, self-efficacy, you are what you believe you can be.
Sure.
And so from a very young age, we start giving them the skill sets and the mindsets they need to transform their communities, basically.
And are they responding to this?
Of course. We have alumni who are doing really wonderful things. I just saw a video of A congratulating me on the award. Inya Boyeji is one of our, alums we're very proud of. He's founded 2 unicorns, Andela and Flutterwave, and is on his 3rd. And he, spoke about Junior Achievement giving him his first taste of entrepreneurship in secondary school. So our flagship program, the company program, goes into secondary school and teaches entrepreneurship in a practical way. They spend, their penultimate year, the year before their final year of secondary school, learning how to build business and running the business. They elect officers amongst themselves, and they figure out, okay, what is a problem within our community we can solve. They create a business, they solve it, they run the business for about 6 months, at the end of which they write an annual report and send it to us, outlining their financials, their challenges, and everything. So then we have a competition in every country, and we choose a winner, and then the winner in each country comes to the Africa competition. And the winner in Africa then represents us at the JA Worldwide Global Competition. And this year, for the first time ever, an African team won at the global level. So yes, where Africa is coming, Africa is rising. A team from Zimbabwe won the global prize, $15,000. These are secondary school students, $15,000 for their business. So very proud of them.
I see. I mean, so you're talking about, finally, before I wrap it all up, you're talking about training these, children when they're very young.
Yes.
I'm sure if I had to ask many of the persons around me here, they tell you when they were older, then they started getting to know about financial literacy. What's the advantage? Why is it important to start training them when they're very young?
Because they cultivate that mindset and that skill set from a young age, that I am responsible for myself, my family, my community. I'm not waiting for government to give me a handout. So it's very, very, and even some of our government leaders, if they had financial literacy when they were younger, they will not be making some of the blunders they make, and then we fall into this mess that we're in all these countries, African countries.
Repeat that one again.
He wants to put me in trouble this morning. But I'm just advocating for financial literacy from a young age. So we know the responsibility and how to manage money, how to manage wealth, both at the family level, at the community level, and yes, at the national level. When you have the responsibility of finance, you do it properly, because from a very young age, you've learned what it takes to run things well.
Simi, anything you want to say finally before we wrap it up? It's great having you join us this morning. We've had a great time speaking to you and picking your thoughts on lots of things concerning youth empowerment. Anything you want to say finally?
Well, first of all, I want to thank T4, HP, and Microsoft for giving me this honor of the Africa Education Medal. I want to thank, I keep seeing all these messages from dear friends, Chimamanda and Banky and Kate. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank you for giving me this platform. I've really enjoyed this. I think is, well, no, it's not my first one, but first in a while, radio appearance, and I've had really tremendous fun this morning. I want to really applaud the Ghanaian government for all that it's doing. I think, your government speaks to you, as we were saying earlier. You might not believe what they're saying, but at least they speak to you. We've had governments that have ignored us where I come from in a long time. We wish our government spoke to us as much as yours does. And I really want to encourage all the young people out there who think that there are no opportunities in Ghana. There are several opportunities. Again, think about what you're good at. Think about a problem that you complain about, that people around you complain about, and therein lies an opportunity for you to solve it and makes lots of money doing so. And we're here to help you at JA. We have entrepreneurship programs, JA Deep, that you can sign up in your living room and just learn entrepreneurship from your computer. We have a career matching platform coming online where you can look for jobs anywhere in the world, remote jobs. And based on your qualification and your skills, you can find jobs anywhere in the world on our Career Connect. But there are opportunities everywhere. There are courses online, Coursera and Harvard, even all these organizations and universities give free digital courses online. So take responsibility for your future. Don't wait for somebody to come and train you. Train yourself, go after those internships and volunteer opportunities, and begin building your own future.
Thank you very, very much, Simi Wogugu, who is CEO of Junior Achievement Africa. And once again, congratulations on winning the Africa Education Medal. Thank you very much for making time to join us here.
Thank you for having me
on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. There's more after these messages.
Here again, the 2023 edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair starts with the first clinic as follows. Date, Friday 7th to Sunday 9th July 2023 from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Venue at Chimota Mall. Time, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. This year's exhibition is under the theme Home Ownership, Affordability, Comfort or Luxury. Visit the clinic and engage the providers in the housing value chain on all your housing needs, be it financing, land acquisition, rent to own, outright purchase, roofing, lighting, electronic appliances, home security, or furnishing. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is your one-stop shop for everything housing. For exhibition, please call 0540-110-389 or 0244-260-653. There will be daily giveaways from sponsors to visitors at the fair. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2023 is powered by the Plant City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats and sponsored by Elegant Homes and Constructions Limited, where quality meets value. Virtual Security Africa, Complete Security Solution, DBS Roofing, your roof experts, Syntex Tanks, Air Strong, Air Tough. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, affordability, comfort or luxury.
This July, get up to 50% off Electroland Ghana Limited products. Massive Discount Bazaar is on again. Get massively discounted electronics and home appliances
from Electrolux, Samsung, Media, ABB, Nasco, Homeland, and good news, Toshiba is having a clearance sale.
From Friday to Sunday, 7th, 8th, and 9th of July, 9 a.m. each morning at Coca-Cola Roundabout Spintex. Items are a mixture of brand new, slightly used, scratched, showroom display, repaired, and dented.
Call 050-315-9739.
EGL, home of electronics and affordable luxury.
A strong woman looks a challenge in the eye and gives it a wink. Glitz Africa presents the 8th annual Ghana Women of the Year Honors, a night to celebrate the visionaries, the innovators, the nation builders, the women rewriting the narrative. The Ghana Women of the Year Honors 2023 takes place at the Labadi Beach Hotel on Sunday, the 9th of July 2023 at 6 p.m. This event is sponsored by Access Bank Ghana PLC, Gino, and NLA, in partnership with the UNFPA Media Partners, Joy FM. For table reservations and inquiries, call 050-1581-265 or 050-168-2484 or email womenoftheyear@glitzafrica.com. Ghana Women of the Year Honors. Women inspiring women.
When Solomon had finished praying, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. It's time to pray and pray again. Are you ready for Stand in the Gap? 48 hours of non-stop prayer? Join the global gathering of prayer warriors, prayer addicts, and believers from the 6th to the 8th of July, starting 6 p.m. This year, under the mandate of our global lead pastor, Prophet Gideon Danso, we are declaring, let the fire fall. Joining him, our mighty men of God, the Reverend Ben Doku, Pastor John Hanna, Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, Pastor Marty Thompson, Pastor Nathaniel Bassi, Pastor William McDowell, and the sound of our house, EWC Live. Location is the EWC Prayer Factory, Jowulu, next to the Allied Heights. It's your season of divine visitation. Come and birth your testimony at Stand in the Gap, brought to you by the Empowerment Worship Center, where God lives.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
That's all I want to hear.
Take time, yeah.
That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
Take time, yeah.
The Super Morning Show is always the best on Joy 99.7 FM.
sitting there and getting us into the groove. We're going to have a conversation about sports shortly because, Fentio Tahiru Fentio, a.k.a. Sir Fent, even though not happy that they've sold Mason Mount to Man United, he's hoping that Mason Mount will flop now that he has been given the number 7 jersey. Because over the last 10 years, even Michael Owen did not perform so well in the number 10 jersey.
Are you putting words in my mouth, sir?
No, I am just
I
backing.
didn't say that. Where did I say I'm hoping that he fails?
Oh, no, but that's your feeling. That's your feeling.
That's not. I didn't tell you how I felt.
Oh no, I mean I can see it.
You can't. So now you know what I feel.
Yeah, and I've become. I've become a diviner, soothsayer. Anyway, let me tell you about the Joy Change Speaker Series 5. Now, imagine a democracy without the media. The media is mandated to hold government accountable to the people. It is the most influential vehicle for development. How is the Ghanaian media discharging the onerous responsibilities? What must change? Joy Change Speaker Series 5 for the second quarter of 2023 has assembled the right speakers for the topic Media and National Development, Premise, Promise, and Practice. Now, this is on the back of the State of the Ghanaian Media Report 2023. It is this Saturday, 8th July, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Newsfile. Hosts Samson Ladi Anyanini and Dr. Theodora Dami Ajin-Tete of the Department of Communication Studies of the University of Ghana. Joy Change Speaker Series, impactful, influential for a better Ghana.
All right, and Glace Africa presents the 8th annual Ghana Women of the Year Awards. The award scheme celebrates both the Ghanaian indigenous and diaspora women who are making great impact in the society. The honorees for this year include Patience Achianu, Corporate Personality of the Year, Nane Ikuya Breme, Excellence in Business, Karen Hendrickson, Humanitarian of the Year, Biononita, Best Mark, Excellence in Public Service, Charlotte Osafo, Excellence in Health, Nanaba Apianfo, Excellence in Education, Dolores Frempom Manso, Excellence in Media, Florence Last, Lifetime Achievement, Cecilia Abnadapa, Excellence in Governance, Penelope Adinku, Young Star, Jackie Apia, Excellence in Creative Arts, Ethel Ajolo Lomafo, Activist of the Year, Yvette Adunvo Athekpe, Excellence in Technology, and Maud Lindsay Gamrat, Excellence in Hospitality. The awards gala will take place at Labadi Beach Hotel on Sunday, 9th of July, 2023 at 6 p.m. Sponsors include Access W, Gino, National Lotteries Authority in partnership with UNFPA and Prabon Greenfields. Media partners are Joy FM and Lifestyle TV. For table reservations, tickets, or enquiries, please contact 0501 682 484 or 0501 581 265 or email womenoftheyear@glitzafrica.com. Ghana Women of the Year honors women inspiring women.
So the 2023 edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair starts with the first clinic tomorrow. That's Friday the 7th to Sunday the 9th of July 2023 from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now the theme for this year's event is home ownership, affordability, comfort, or luxury. Visit the clinic and engage the providers in the housing value chain on all your housing needs, be it financing, land acquisition, rent to own, outright purchase, roofing, lightings, electronic appliances, home security, or home furnishing. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is your one-stop shop for everything housing. For exhibition, please call 0540-110389 or 0244260653. There will be daily giveaways by the sponsors to the visitors at the fair. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2023 is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Plant Cities Extension Project from Cities and Habitat and sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Constructions Limited, where quality meets value. Virtual Security Africa, complete security solution. BBS Roofing, your roof experts. Syntest Tank, and you're strong and you're tough. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, affordability, comfort, or luxury.
And Davcom Group Limited, it's wholly Ghanaian, of course, in partnership with Baxter Work, have introduced international work and paid internship opportunities for graduates and continuing students in Europe. If you're pursuing a degree in livestock or animal science, in agriculture, food technology, and hospitality, or you've graduated with a degree in these courses, between 2019 and 2023, this opportunity is for you. To know more about the eligibility criteria, call us or send a WhatsApp message to any of the following numbers: 0501 523 067 or 0201 768 108 or 0240 712 355 or 0201 768 067. You may also visit the career opportunities page on our website, www.davcongroupltd.com. Our office is located in the Ofoliwa Plaza on the Andipad Drive in Sakumono, opposite the Regimanuel Estate near Ningo Barrier, with over 5 years excellent track record of recruitment in specialized sectors like maritime and offshore. We can assure you at DAFCON we handle it simple.
So, what is Obeti saying?
Ask him.
I know what Obeti is saying, and I know what you've also said. It's not your fault, my brother. Let's continue. Yeah. That's what you saw in front of you. Let's continue.
What's to say?
Obeti is saying that it's supposed to be Oforiwa. But he doesn't know that in the LPM, the spelling is L and not R.
So you see?
Now, Safari Valley Eco
So
Park,
which one is correct?
I know of Oforiwa.
So the LPM, DAFCON group, they have put Ofoliwa there. Okay. So you see, when it comes to names, don't correct anybody. The spelling of anybody, what they give to you.
Exactly. No, that's what I said. It's not your fault.
If I write my name first, Joe, and you know that it is not, if you go and put OU.
What is your problem?
My problem is, Obeti is laughing.
Don't worry.
Because he thinks that because I obviously don't have a problem with R and L.
Fenty, let me continue.
No, you can't continue. Let's finish the matter.
We are finished. I said it's not your fault.
The thing is, the thing says Ofoliwa. That is what DAFCON group have brought.
Oh, it's okay.
They are the ones who have their plaza, and they said that is where
it's okay.
That is where they are located. You are sitting here saying that it is Oforiwa. Come and write Oforiwa on that thing. If you write Oforiwa,
well, let me tell you about
this matter.
Now, just so Agbagba doesn't do you alert on Sunday
Thank
edition.
you.
So we have clarified it.
Yes.
Now let me tell you about.
I'm listening to Agbagba on if he dares, because it is Ofoliwa. Me, if I write my name and I come and tell you that my name is Tahelu, then you go and write.
Okay, thank you. Now let me continue.
Thank you.
Let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Park, which has introduced the Safari Wildlife Experience.
Safari, not safari.
What have I said? Safari. Now, what is
even going on?
By creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama wallaby, fallow deer, Pentagonian mara, and many others, where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of only 250 Ghana cedis and free for children up to 6 years. Now, it's only an hour's drive from Accra, and it opens from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for a thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 059 691 4394. 059 691 4394. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Mason Mount has completed his transfer, right?
He has completed his transfer. He's been given the number 7 jersey, and Man United have their new number 7, replacing Cristiano Ronaldo.
Great.
Yeah, and it's a good signing. It's a good signing for Man United, in my opinion. Why is Lord here?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.